Good evening, Pony fans. Welcome once again to the Coach Brown pregame show. Coach, we're in week 4 coming up, and 3-0 sounds pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. I guess the only thing moving forward is we're 0-0 really starting now. So we're starting basically over.
And season starts tonight against Meeker coming into town. They're coming in with a 2-1 record. Kind of looking at some of their opponents, they got a loss against Bethel the first game of the season, and then they got wins against Stroud and Purcell. So,
Yeah, I mean they're a pretty good team. I mean I think they finished second in the district last year, in the previous district that we were in with them, and they're a real good opponent. They got some good players. Their running back is pretty good, and they're going to be a challenge.
absolutely. And I know you're looking forward to the future and what we got coming up and all that, but let's hit on Mounds just a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
what total domination that we put on seemed like you could score it any time you wanted to.
We could have, and I really think like the kids were so motivated to prove a point, and I think we got that done. So.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, Coach, is there anything that you can take from that game? I mean, do you guys learn off that game? I mean, or is that just, was it so easy that it was hard to learn anything?
No, actually, we learned. The linemen, I mean, we had Mom's Night on Tuesday and had the moms in with the linemen and watching the film. And, we have some things to work on for sure. So it was good that we're getting those mistakes now so we can get them corrected. And I think we're on our way with a lot of things. And I think, our backs, like, they're good. And as long as they just stay the course with what their abilities allow them to do, we're pretty special.
Absolutely, and with the big win, you did get some notoriety from the Tulsa World. I saw.
Yeah.
Sapulpa Herald gave you a great write-up. The Sapulpa Times. So it seems like the media coverage is wanting to cover us a little bit more now.
Yeah, I'm Scott Brown in the Sapulpa Herald, but that's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I spoke with the Tulsa World today for probably 30 minutes. I know Mike Brown pretty well, and I think they're pretty excited about the chance that Kellyville football is getting back on the map, or getting on the map, however you want to look at it. So.
And this is the first time I can remember in a long time, Kellyville top 10 ranking.
Yeah. I haven't really said a lot to the kids about that, because here's the deal. Number one, it really doesn't mean a lot, but it is nice to have the respect. But number two, our kids have been successful in basketball and baseball their entire life, and football. I mean, they've been pretty successful too. So last year was just one of those years that just the ball didn't bounce our way. I mean, we easily could have been 4-6 or 5-5. Ball goes our way, a few calls go our way. So I kind of expected this. As strange as that sounds, I mean, I think I said last week I'm tired of the narrative of Kellyville football not being any good when we are.
Absolutely. So we start district play tomorrow night, and as we said, against Meeker. Can you talk a little bit about the district, though, Coach, and kind of explain to them, the crowd out there, as far as playoff implications and all that, how that works with the district play?
So we have the toughest district in 2A. There's no question. You have Jones, who's I think number 2. You got Chandler, who's number 5. You have Meeker, who's traditionally in the top 10. You have Prague, who's knocking on the door of the top 10. And then on top of it, you throw Millwood in there, who's traditionally a power. And then Crossing Christian is an up-and-coming private school in Oklahoma City. And then Star Spencer, and, like any inner-city public school, they're going to have some athletes, and they're going to be able to go. So it'll be interesting. I mean, there's not one game where we can just say, okay, well, this week we can kind of pull back and cut back on this, cut back on that, just kind of get better at what we do, and know we're going to go out and win on Friday night. Like, we are truly going to have our A game every week. And then the thing is, only 4 teams make the district. To make it from the district, make it into playoffs. And the good example is Kiefer's district. Kiefer probably will make the playoffs and be 3rd in their district, behind Beggs and Metro Christian. Well, if we were in that district, we'd be 3rd. easily, hands down, no questions, because we played Haskell in a scrimmage, and I just feel like if we were in that district, we'd be fighting for second or third, if not first.
Absolutely.
In our district, it could turn out that we're battling for fifth.
Wow.
And still be playing good football.
Absolutely.
So it's tough. So we got our hands full, and it starts tomorrow. I guess, tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I know the kids enjoy the tougher competition. It's always nice to have a night off, but, I mean, just proving your point night in and night out against some of those ranked opponents, it's got to feel good.
Right. And I think part of it, too, is, especially the running backs and the quarterback receivers, they get pulled out early in those games like we had the other night. And not that they don't get their stats, but we don't ever really get in a flow. We don't ever get to establish a drive. And the biggest thing I told them today is I want to see what's going to happen when we handle adversity, because we haven't really had any since Kiefer. And we're going to have some tomorrow night or tonight, and that'll be a challenge.
Well, I know the fans are anxious to see. I've had people ask me, and I said, I don't know how good we are yet. It could be something special, and I really think it's going to be. But, Coach, let's get into Meeker. You played them last year. Looking at their scores, are they still running that slow-down offense? They're going to try to keep your offense off the field?
A little bit. I mean, they run the football. I mean, they throw the ball well enough to function, but they don't sling it all. They don't have a quarterback with the highest completion percentage in the state on their team.
Absolutely. And we're going to get a chance to talk to him a little bit later here. So.
Yep, he's here. Goofy guy's here.
And the other third of the three-headed monster, we like to call him in the booth in the backfield. So we're going to get a chance to talk to Jeremy and Colton both here just a little bit later. I was noticing, I was just reading some of their stuff today at work, and that big number 28 had 31 carries the last football game. So they do keep the ball on the ground quite a bit.
Yeah, they're spread, but they're ground and pound, and he's a pretty good one. We're gonna have to play well if we're gonna beat him. I'm telling you, he's a pretty special running back.
And that starts at 7:00 in the friendly confines of Kellyville Field. We'll be coming to you live from the Jim Allen Press Box as far as KV Rising is concerned. If you can't make it, but like Coach said to all our fans out there, come out if you can make it. We need some noise out there.
Yeah.
You guys feed off the crowd, Coach?
I think we do. I mean, I think the kids do. Me, on the other hand, I try and tune them out a little bit because you never know what they're yelling at you. But it's a much more productive environment to come to the football game than it is to go to the Creek County Fair this week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I really hope that our students and our kids stay smart with everything, because we've been really blessed with the COVID stuff, and, it can jump up and bite us. Millwood's fighting it right now.
Now, is Millwood back?
They're not back this week. They'll be back next week. So they're going to basically have 2 weeks to prepare for us.
Okay.
Now they're out, not practicing until Monday, I believe, or they start Saturday, can practice. So, we don't want that to happen to us, because in the OSSA now, if a team gets COVID and can't play, it's just a non-game, and there's no district points involved, which can play. In the event of a tie, it could hurt you or help you. So.
And with the district you was talking about earlier, that could definitely play
especially
a
with the fact that I think there's going to be 2 really good teams left out of the mix. That if they were in other districts, they'd be 2 or 3 seeds or 4.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. And, Coach, we're going to let you get out of here. And, like I say, we're going to have a chance to sit down and talk with Jeremy and Colton a little bit. Folks, if you can't make the game tomorrow night, feel free to tune in to kvrising.com. You can find us on the YouTube page. I'd like to thank our friends here at Coneyville/Sub City in downtown Kellyville. Coach, I'll let you tell the fans a little bit more about what they do for you guys throughout the season. And
all right.
If you don't mind talking about the Pennies for Ponies cause they got going on.
Yeah, they got a great thing going. For any of you guys out there listening, with COVID, we provide bottles of water, like that's what they drink at practice. They don't drink out of the squirt bottle or, out of a cup. We probably went through, I don't know how many pallets of water. So if anybody out there wants to supply or donate pallets of water to our program, that'd be great. But that's kind of the purpose of this Pennies for Ponies is people are dedicating money, and then they're going to go buy stuff for the players as far as like the water and those type of things, which is awesome. And then here at, Sub City, they provide our pregame and postgame meal for the coaches, which is really nice because I don't have to worry about, going and getting something or eating what the kids are eating. I can make sure all the kids get their food, and we kind of have our own little separate deal. Plus, I don't need to be eating spaghetti at my age and my weight, so it's a little bit smarter for me to probably eat something a little more healthy. And so we get subs for the coaches, and, we don't even have to tell them what we want. We say we want the Coach Brown special, the Coach T special, and they know. That's how she wrote it down today on the card, like Coach B and Coach T, like they know what it is. And so it's great. And then they do that for us. And then after the game, obviously, when we get back from a long trip or at home, like sitting around getting our work done, because we've started working on Friday nights a little bit more, just because of COVID and getting that done while we're all around. And then Saturday we try and do our work at home, and then come in on Sunday from 1 and get home about 8:30, 9 o'clock on Sunday night. Where in the past it would be we wouldn't stay Friday and we communicate all day Saturday, maybe get together on Saturday and then come in Sunday and work 1 to 10 or 11 at night. So we've cut our time down on Sundays a little bit, but not really. We got a great team. We're going to make sure that there's not any stone unturned.
Absolutely.
So these guys have been great in supporting us.
Well, it's nice to have the community support, and I tell you what, folks, if you're in town and you're hungry, stop in here. Tell Mark thank you for all he does up there for Coach Brown and the kids. That's the main thing. He's doing it for the kids. If you would like to donate water, get with Coach Brown, get with a member of the quarterback club. They can fix you up. That would much be appreciated itself. Well, that's going to wrap it up with the coach's part of it here in the Coach Brown pregame show. Once again, my name is Robbie. I'm with KVHorizon.com. We're presented by Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete and Construction. Coach, until next week, hopefully I'll see you at 4-0.
Yeah, you're going to have to make sure I remember to do the postgame show.
Absolutely. Yes, don't forget about the postgame show.
And once again, hi, Mom and Dad. Mom, I will make sure that I shave by tomorrow. It's been a long week. So don't get too mad.
We will have a cordless mic for you, so we will bring it down to you. So we'll do the post-game show from the press box and let you stay on the field. And
the beauty, my dad got to see my daughter, and he was like, I couldn't figure out who that girl was standing by you. And then I realized it was Isabel, and she's about a head taller since we saw her last time. I was like, yeah, I bought her a bike in March, and she's already outgrown it. She's growing like a weed. So
absolutely. And we will give shout-outs to your parents again tomorrow night also. So.
All righty.
All right, Coach. We appreciate it once again. Thank you. We'll see you at 4-0.
Sounds good.
This is Billy Vaughn here with Jeremy Hicks, one of the three-headed snakes from the backfield, Kellyville.
Three-headed monster.
Three-headed monster. Yeah, I tell you, three-headed snake, three-headed monster, however you want to put it. You guys are deadly from anywhere. Anytime your offense snaps the ball, it can be a score. I'm just waiting for some defensive scores.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Speaking of defense, you play running back and outside linebacker.
Yes, sir.
And you're also the kicker on kickoff.
When they need me to, yes.
What do you favor as far as what would you rather play?
I like to say offense, but personally, I love defense. I love being the guy that makes the play that can change the game.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. And does playing on one side of the ball inspire your play on the other side? If you have a good long run on offense, does that kind of fire you up for defense? Or if you have a good stop on defense, does that kind of fire you up for offense?
Well, yeah, it goes both ways. It's nice having me and Trevor both in the backfield because if one of us really good play on defense and we can't take that first play on offense, Trev take it and I get back in there. It just leads up to whoever can make a play.
There you go. Yeah, I find myself a lot of times on Friday nights I'm a fan, number one. And like I said, talking to you guys a while ago off camera, because of John, I feel like you guys are all my kids in a weird way.
We've all grew up together.
And I care for you guys, and I want you guys to do good. You guys are smoking right now, I'll tell you. And you're about a third of the way through the season.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have plenty of gas left in the tank.
Yeah.
Because district is a different story. So
We still have some tricks up our sleeves.
well, that's good. I can't imagine. Yeah, you guys have completely dominated. I mean, the game against Kiefer was definitely a good game. That was a good game. I mean,
It was
the
one of those
comeback-
games that's personal.
Yeah.
Us and Kiefer.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been like that since day one.
Yeah, well, that's, the Creek County Clash, that's what you
Yeah.
want in a rivalry. It's got to be a little bit personal, you got to hold it close.
Yep. Every
Um,
play was a big play.
But that Caney Valley and Mounds were just, especially the Caney Valley, I don't think Caney Valley scored a first down on their own. I think the only
they won the very last play of the game.
Yeah, but it's the first half, the only first downs they got were on penalties on you guys.
Yep.
So that is dominating in my book.
Yep.
And
they
that,
could probably do whatever we wanted that game.
yeah, and it looked like you guys had a little bit of fun. You sent John Vaughn out there to kick that onside kick.
Yeah, I needed a break.
I was getting ready to say your
Here's the
kicking leg is probably getting
Any-
kind of worn out.
Playing both sides of the ball, you get worn out. And I asked John Vaughn, I said, "You think you can kick it?" He said, "Yeah, I know I can." And I turned around, he's kicked it 10 yards and about to hurt this little kid.
Yeah,
And I was like, if it would have worked out, I love it.
Yeah, you'd have been back out there on offense, getting ready to put 6 more on.
He asked me the next kickoff. He said, "Can I do it again?" I said, "Ask Coach Brown. You can do whatever you want to kick off."
And that's something, too, that I've noticed. You guys have yet to kick an extra point. You've went for 2 points conversion every time.
Well, yeah, our original kicker, he's injured right now.
Justin?
Yep, Justin.
Okay, yeah,
he's
he'll be
been
back
out.
tonight, though, right?
Hopefully.
For Meeker.
Hopefully.
Okay.
And once he's back, the game plan is when we need that 1 point, and he'll put it in there for us.
I was kind of thinking that was the mindset of the team.
Yeah.
Just, be aggressive.
Coach Brown's designed a good extra point offense we run, and it's usually where I go to.
Yeah, you guys really, impressive is the first word that comes to mind, and just explosive. But what is your pregame go-to jam? Everybody's got that one song that just gets them fired up.
I'm going to go to rap here. I got a song. It might sound a little bad, but it's called All Me by Drake. Pumps me up. Yeah, basically talking about how he came from the bottom and didn't have no help, so he had to make it do it by himself.
Yeah, and that's the thing is everybody is across the spectrum. Everybody's got that one song that just gets them going.
Yep. It's usually one I listen to going to the locker room Fridays after school. I play it on repeat 3 or 4 times, and then after that, usually take a nap.
Foaming at the mouth.
Yep, usually take a nap and wake up, start it again, and about that time it's kickoff.
You take a nap before the game?
When I have time.
I don't know.
That's right after school, though, so it's not like
that's whatever works for you's been working. So, yeah, you are like we were saying, you're one of the 3-headed monsters out of the backfield.
Yeah, we got pretty good running backs.
You've had some good runs. I'll tell you what, that one-handed grab you had at Kiefer was that was off the hook for sure. You saved his numbers because Colton was perfect 7 for 7 that game.
Yeah,
if you wouldn't have tried so hard on that one, he'd have had another miss.
It was a tough one for Colton. There was one spot he could have hit it, and hopefully I could go get it, and he threw it to that one spot, and it worked out.
And got it, yeah, and it was beautiful.
Yep. It was one little gap. He had to throw over a defender, and it was there.
Yeah, Kiefer had some big old tall skinny kids. Like everybody on their defense looked, they were like 6'1", about 160 pounds.
I thought I was tall until I got out there.
Yeah. Now the first 3 games you guys are 3-0. You have scored, as of right now, more points than any other team that plays 11-man football in the state of Oklahoma. That's all classes.
Yeah, I believe we're sitting at 198 in 3 games, 200, something like that.
Yeah, and you are more than double of points scored in your district.
Yep.
Over second place.
We have 198 3 games. We're only picked to score 14 tonight.
You only picked to score 14.
Yep.
Well, that's what those are for, is to, let that fuel you.
Yep, that's what we use it. We use it for fuel.
You guys haven't gotten any love in years, and you're starting to get a little bit. It looks like you've moved into the top 10 in the Class 2A rankings according to the Tulsa World.
Hopefully, get higher. We want to be up there top 3.
There you go. Yeah. does your mindset change from the non-district, the first 3 games, the non-district games, to the district contest, as far as how you personally approach the games?
I mean, yeah, starting tonight, every game matters. You got to win, but it's just another football game. We take care of our stuff, let the chips fall, and it is what it is.
Play your best.
Yep. Do what we're coached, and it should work out in the end.
Yeah, and it's been working out pretty nice.
Yeah.
Of course, like you said, this is all of them count from now on.
Yep.
And then there's this belief that's been around for a long time that you play your best football at the end of the season. That's after you've had more reps, more practice, more competition. Yep. I can't imagine you guys playing better than you are right now.
We get better from here. Great teams, they get better all the way through.
You're like, bring on the Sooners.
Yeah, hey, we'll take them. We'll take them. I think I could get Spencer Rattler. I think I could get him.
They may have like a JV program that we may be able to set something up.
I want their.
You want the varsity?
Yeah, I want them.
Hey, that's a good benchmark right there. They may light you up, and then you may get lucky and. Yeah, but we scored 3 touchdowns on you.
Yeah, we scored 1 touchdown. We ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah, exactly. If you hear that, Coach, the gauntlet's been thrown down. Jeremy Hicks said he's ready for the Sooners.
Yep. I'm ready.
So we're going to – we good on this one, Jacob? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give a shout-out to Jacob Jones over here, the camera slash graphics guy. He works his tail off on Friday nights. I guess we're good to go, man. Hey, good luck.
Yep.
Go get them.
Sir.
We're gonna talk to Colton Ayers next.
All right.
We might run along now. Hey, this is Billy Vaughn back with Colton Ayers, the starting quarterback for the Kellyville Ponies. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a huge fan. You went all the whole Kiefer game without a miss, without an incompletion. You were 7-7. And right now, your quarterback rating is what, 166?
Yeah, I believe so.
You only have 4 incompletions in 3 games. I don't know the yardage. I'll have all that in stats before the game. Be specific. But as the quarterback, the quarterback's considered the leader of the team. How do you keep everybody on the same page? I mean, you guys have had a couple of games that you just dominated where you could have ran any play, I think, and had a good gain. But how do you keep guys, just not even counting not even talking about the 3 games that you've played so far? Just in general, how do you keep everybody on the same page after a bad play? Say you have a play that everybody thinks is going to work and it doesn't. How do you get everybody to refocus on the next play?
Well, like Coach Brown, he'll give us a play, and usually whoever is getting the ball or whatever, I'll just tell him, be like, hey, you got to leave that in the past, last play in the past, and just move on and make the next one better, because that's all you can do. Really, you can't look back because it's over and done with. You just got to move on and go to the next one.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you too. How is your mindset between non-district games and district games? Does it change, or do you just go out there all guns blazing every time? Every Friday night, or do you look at district teams a little bit different? Not necessarily in preparation as far as film and stuff go, because I know all these games count from now on. But what is your mindset before a game?
Well, I treat every game the same. I feel like if you treat other games differently, then that's where mistakes can happen. But if you go into a game having the same mindset every time, I just feel like everything will stay the same throughout every game. So, I know that every game going in, I have to do my job and, just get the ball to people, let them make plays. So, I got a lot of trust in my teammates. So, getting them the ball, letting them do their thing, that's my job. And, every week, same thing.
And I'm going to say you look so comfortable this season so far. The line looks like it's doing its job. I mean, when you drop back for a pass, it looks like you've got 2 plays worth of time sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, along that line, what do you prefer being under center and taking the snap direct, or do you prefer shotgun? Or does it depend on the play,
Well, you know, if I'm gonna pass, I like being in the gun just so I can see everything around me. You know, count the safeties, look at the corners, see if the outside backers are flexed or not. You know, going under center, I mean, you can look at all that, but it's easier to see from the gun, and
Yeah.
it helps you with your reads, pre-snap, you know, all that.
Yeah, and this season so far, your brother, and we've gotten in the bad habit of calling him little brother, and next year he's going to be the only one, so we probably need to get out of that habit. How awesome is that to have him involved? He's made some pretty good special teams plays, some heads-up plays this year so far, and I believe you've thrown him at least one 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
That's gotta be special.
Oh, yeah.
know?
You know, growing up, me and Caden always played football in the backyard and stuff, so we really look forward to it. And now that it's here, you know, we had him last year, but he grew up a lot over this past, from his freshman year to his sophomore year. You know, he's filling out a little bit, got some speed, and you know, I try to give him the ball when he's open and when he's out there. So.
Well, you know, last year you played defense, and your heart is just huge. If he's half of the mentality as far as playing goes, you've got the warrior attitude, and if he's got half of what you have, the Ponies are going to be in good hands next season. I can promise you that. Yeah, and that's something too that how long do you give a pass play to develop before you decide to pull it down and run? Because you can run. You're probably averaging over 10 yards a carry this season so far.
Well, it all depends on the play. You know, if it's supposed to happen quick, and if it's supposed to pan out, and either I'm sprinting out. If I'm sprinting out, it's supposed to happen quick. Then, if it's not there, because it's 1, 2, 3 drag.
Yeah.
If it's not there, you got to go.
If you hit your reads and nobody's
Yeah.
open, you just go.
Yeah.
And you know you're a dual threat from the get-go. You know, and that's special because not every quarterback can do that. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know, all the summer workouts from freshman to senior year has helped out, because I remember freshman sophomore year it was a little rough. You know, taking the ball and running and.
Big boys chasing you.
Yeah,
yeah.
you got men
it might
out
make
there.
you run a little faster right there.
Yeah, you got guys out there with full beards and grabbing me and throwing me.
Well, you're the only player that I've talked to that's a senior this year that doesn't have a full beard. You're like I was. It took me. I was probably 30 before I could grow anything, so no big deal.
Well, actually, I try to keep a clean shave. You know, my dad's always on me about it. If I ever get a little bit of scruff or something, he's like, "Man, you need to shave that off." And I'm like, "All right." So that's just how it is now.
Well, you're the quarterback, so you're the team. You're the one that a lot of people look at, you know, as far as the team image and whatnot. You set the tone. You know, the quarterback a lot of times sets the tone on the offense. And I've noticed more than once when you guys you'll have a long, one of your backs will have a long run. It don't matter where they take off from. You're meeting them down at the goal line when they cross the goal line a lot of times to congratulate them.
It's always exciting.
Stay fired up.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
always exciting whenever, you know, they break one off, and it's just it's the same thing as me dropping back, throwing a touchdown pass. Really, is how I look at it. 6 points.
6 points is 6
Go
points. So
celebrate
yeah, you know,
every
yeah,
time.
exactly. You know, like I've said, I catch myself being a fan more than anything with you guys, and I've seen you guys come up. You know, I don't think John started playing in the 7th grade, so you guys already played together for a couple of years before
Right.
he come along. But since then, I've watched you guys grow up and mature, and your maturity on the field right now is off the chart. I mean, you got, you know, you can tell you're in control. You know.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of experience, you know, doing it for so long at the varsity level that, you know, my old coach Barry, you know, he said it when I was a freshman. It was like he said, you know, when you get to be a senior, everything's gonna slow down and be easier. You know, I didn't believe him because I was still, you know, that little 14-year-old running around getting tossed around. But
has it slowed down as far as the play itself?
Absolutely.
That's gotta help. You know, if everybody's going half speed in your mind, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to make reads and make throws when everything's not, you know, going as fast as it used to. So I think that's a big part of what's going on back there.
Yeah, you know, and I've watched you. I know, was it Okima year before last, you had that 94-yard touchdown to Taver,
Yeah.
Thornbrew. And then the last year, I think it was Holdenville.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like the same play. You just, 94, 95 yards.
Yeah.
And you drop dimes. And like I said, it's crazy because you're such a dual threat. I wonder how teams prepare for the Kellyville offense because you guys are coming out just blazing.
Yeah.
Would you want to try to game plan against you guys?
I actually wouldn't know how, because there's so much to prepare for. But you got 3 guys in Tabor, Jeremy, and Trevor that you gotta. If you stop one of them, there's still 2 more. If you stop 2 of them, there's still another one.
And you stop all 3, and then there you go, dropping bombs. So, you guys are off to a great start, though, man. Good luck tonight with Meeker.
I appreciate it.
Take it to him, man.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Can you hear me?
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. How crispy is this? Can y'all hear like a lot of static?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. I won't.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me good? I can't hear you.
I can't hear me.
Okay, I got him.
Check, chickadee, check yourself.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good, Jacob.
Welcome, everybody, to the Kellyville football field with the first district game of 2020. Right now, There's your Kellyville Ponies. They look ready to go, Matt.
They do, and to fill y'all in, Kellyville won the coin toss but deferred as they usually do. So Meeker's going to receive this first half kickoff.
Yeah, we'll get to see that buzzsaw Kellyville defense first. They have literally been playing as a team at a level that I don't think I've ever seen. They're averaging 66 points a game. Right now, they're the number one scoring offense in all 11-man football in Oklahoma. That's all classes. They've scored 198 points. That's averaging 66 points a game, 27 touchdowns. That's in 3 games. Taver Thornbrew is the number one scoring running back in all of 11-man Oklahoma football, all classes. He's got 8 touchdowns, 52 points. He's averaging 17 points a game. Number 5, Trevor Jones, is the number 4 scoring running back in the state of Oklahoma.
Looks like we're ready for this kickoff.
Yes, we are. Let's ride. Looks like Hicks is getting the ball set to kick off. They've had good kick coverage, too, this season, Matt. The special teams have been on fire. They had that punter for Caney Valley. I think he used all 9 of his lives.
I believe that's number 6. That's Cameron Budgie back to receive for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and he's a rock star. I was looking at some highlight films of them this week. He's definitely a threat. Let's see what we can do.
Some background on Meeker. They come into this game 2-1, averaging 26 points a game, with a 45-7 winning of Stroud, a 28-8 loss of Bethel, and a 25-24 win against Purcell. I foresee this to be a short game because both teams love to run the ball down your throat.
Yeah, it's going to be a run-heavy game, I think. And also, did you know that Meeker has the top 3 sack leaders in the division, in the district, in 2A2? And 2A2, folks, is the toughest division of 2A football.
It's stacked from top to bottom.
Yes, it's wide open right now. It's opening night of district play. Here we go.
Looks like we're ready for this kickoff. That's Hicks. Looks like it's going to be a squib.
Yeah, kind
right
of
down the middle.
Gabbard on the return.
And we got some flags. We got some dirty laundry on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Look at number 55, Cameron Robertson over there to make the stop for the Ponies.
Big Cam Robertson on the stop for the Ponies.
Illegal block against the Bulldogs.
Looks like a block in the back against the Bulldogs, so that's going to back them up right off the bat.
That was a decent return, too. He got that out to midfield.
That was number 4, Gabbert, on the return for Meeker, the up man.
Yeah, Meeker's got some rock stars on their team for sure. They've got the top 3 sack leaders in 2A2 coming into district play. But I tell you what, having some rock stars, Kellyville's got them from the top to the bottom of the roster. Kellyville's playing like the Kings of Rock right now. Coming into district play, they've just annihilated 2 teams.
And we get to see this vaunted Pony defense, this 3-4 attack.
Yeah, and they're stingy. They don't like giving up yards.
It's a bend don't break mentality. You can give up the big play every now and then, but do not let them in the end zone. And that's what.
Right.
Besides that first game, they pretty much haven't.
Yeah, the Ponies have scored 198 points and only allowed 62 in 3 games. Yeah, that defense is like dragon's teeth.
Bulldogs to start this drive first and 10 from the 36-yard line. Quarterback is number 6, Cameron Budgie.
That's Budgie at quarterback for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's pretty salty, too.
Fullback goes in motion. He's going to hand off.
Number 28, Caden Wolford.
That's 28 Wolford, and he's going to pick up about 5 or 6.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him about 5.
Once again, we see that running attack of Meeker.
Yeah, that's kind of Meeker's an old school team and have been pretty consistent the last few years on the ground. Landon Volner for Kellyville made that stop on that play.
It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 5. They're going to send out 3 receivers to the left.
1 receiver to the right.
Budgie at quarterback going to take the snap. He's going to hand off, and he is met by Volner.
Volner's 2 in a row.
He's going to pick up a couple, maybe about a yard and a half. That's going to bring up about a 3rd and 4. Tell you what, Meeker does have passes in its back pocket.
Yeah,
so
they've got these 3 receivers coming over here will light you up.
But they could just be getting
right
him out of the box.
Yeah,
No, they're
they're
going to
trying
hand
to
it
stop
off.
him.
Quarterback's going to
Nope,
keep
he's
it,
gonna keep it.
and there's nobody to account for him.
Thornbrew chased him down and threw him out. He did pick up a first down by about 5 yards. Looked like ball went out of bounds at the Kellyville 49-yard line.
Thornbrew made that tackle for the Ponies.
Yeah, he come flying out there. You're not going to – if you outrun Taver Thornbrew, you're on a motorcycle or something because you're not just going to outrun him on foot.
So it is going to give Meeker a first down at about the 49.
Clock is ticking. Been a all run. 10 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first quarter.
They're going to bring another back into the box. He's going to hand off.
Quick handoff up the middle.
He's met by Volner again.
Hello, Mr. Volner.
Tell you what, Volner's running that heel line, and what that means is he's just running the back line of that line because nobody's blocking him because he's on the edge.
Right,
and if you're
right.
quick enough, you can get there and make that tackle.
Right, and that time it looked like Jeremy Hicks and John Vaughn helped out on that tackle.
That's going to bring up about a 2nd and 8. Meeker's going to bring fullback in the box. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake. He's going to pass, and he is knocked down.
Jeremy Hicks knocked the change out of his pockets. That was a good stick.
And Budgie's going to walk to the sideline. Looks like he's getting the play from Coach.
Yeah, they were shuttling replacements in with the plays previous to this play.
He's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Let's see if this defense can hold.
Yeah, they're on the Kellyville half of the field at the 48-yard line. It's about 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Looks like Budgie's going to be in shotgun. And
Meeker calls a timeout. That'd be their first time out of the half.
maybe didn't have the right personnel.
Yeah, 3rd and long, you want to have the right people in the right place.
Just some more background on this game. Both these teams are very similar, and like I said, they like to run the ball down your throat, and they have a really good defense. I think what gives Kellyville the edge is they have that passing game in their back pocket because Kellyville's had a run game for about 6 or 7 years, but they haven't really had a passing game.
Yeah, and I talked to Colton Ayers during the pregame show. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he was telling me that things slow down for him. When he said when the ball snapped, everything slows down except for him. And that's what you want. And he attributed that. He said Bear Scott told him that his freshman year, and he didn't believe him. And then he said, I'll be danged 4 years later, it's happening. And he's very mature, and Colton will burn you. He can drop a dime,
He can.
or he can pull it down and run. He'll pick up 8-10 yards when he runs.
This is going to bring up a 3rd and about 8. Meeker's going to send out 2 receivers to each side with Wolford as the lone back. This could be another quarterback keeper.
Yeah, I'd watch for something.
Oh, he's got a man in motion. Budgie's going to go back to pass. It's a screen. Nobody there for Meeker. If that ball would have been on the money, he wouldn't have taken that to the house, but he'd have taken that a long way.
Well, he had 2 Kellyville defenders coming at him pretty hard. And like I said, Hicks rattled his cage just a play or so ago. So
that looks like it's going to bring up Meeker's punt unit. And we got Trevor Jones back, the dangerous Trevor Jones back to return this ball for the Ponies.
He's one of the three-headed monster, 357.
Yes, sir. Meeker
Magna.
gonna rugby punt,
Yeah, it's kind of a weird little punt.
and
Trevor just lets it go. It's going to roll dead inside the 10.
about the
At about
6
the-
or 7.
Yeah, it's like they're going to spot it about the 7. So here we go.
Well, Ponies got their work cut out for them. They got to go about 93, 94 yards.
Yeah, but if you remember year before last, Colton Ayers dropped back and threw a 94-yard strike to Tabor Thornbrew. And then last year, same play from the same spot on the field. Kellyville can score from anywhere on the field.
Trevor Jones in the backfield for the Ponies. Ayers goes under center. He's going to hand off to Jones.
He's over the left side fighting for yards.
He's still
He
going.
broke free. He broke free.
He shook a tackle. Can he
broke
make
free.
it? He's got a defender chasing
he
him.
better unhook his trailer. Oh, here comes, look at Thornbrew coming
Thornbrew.
up to help him, but he didn't get there in time. Look at that. See, I just said they'll score from anywhere. Kellyville does not have a red zone. The 20-yard line is.
Well, now they are in the red zone.
Yeah, but they will attack. And you know what I've noticed too, Matt, is Kellyville has not kicked a 1-point extra point all season. They've always went for 2. I don't know. I know Jocelyn Miles has been injured the last couple of weeks. I don't know if that plays into it or if that's just an aggressive style of play.
Well, it's worked out for them thus far. So they're going to set up at the 20.
Yeah, he kind of ran out of gas on him.
He's going to pitch it out to Hicks. He's got a little bit of room.
Yeah, he's going to take it over the right side. He picked up about 9. There is 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter, folks, and Kellyville is definitely knocking on the door.
They are knocking on the door.
And they don't knock very many times.
No, they break the door down.
Yeah, they knock once and then they kick it in. So here we go. Let's see what happens.
Pony's going to spread it out a little bit. They're going to send Thornbrew and Thomas out to the left. Jones back in at running back. He's going to hand it off to Jones.
Trevor Jones.
He's on the end zone. He's going to be stopped about the 1.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark it about the 1 foot line. Is what it's looking.
If he just stretched out just a couple inches further, but
if he was about 4 inches taller, yeah, he would have had a touchdown. But yeah, they marked it right at the goal line.
let's see what the Ponies are going to dial up. I see this a handoff to Hicks, just pound it right up the middle.
First and goal. Jeremy Hicks.
He's in.
He is in, folks.
Touchdown
Kellyville's
Ponies.
up 6-0. 8 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Woo! Do a quiet Ric Flair since I'm on the air.
Yeah, you don't want to clip the mic.
I was busting one out the window of the press box a while ago, and everybody's turning around looking. So. I did what? I said, are you peeking the mic again? I don't know, am I?
He might.
I can. Do you want me to? Blow everybody's
No, let's
speakers
not,
out
because
at
then it'll
home.
just be me talking.
Yeah.
This is a warning. Turn down your sound system.
Pony's going to line up for swinging gate, and they're going to pitch it out to Thornbrew, and he's going to be stopped. They ran that exact same play at Mounds. It looks like Meeker studies film.
Yeah, and there's a trick to that swinging gate. We ran that all through my high school years at Bristow, and we would usually go for it in the first or second game, go for 2, and it gave teams something else to look at, just like right then.
Looks like that
next time they'll run something different, I'm sure.
Looks like that snap was a little high from John Vaughn. Thornbrew had to kind of fingertip it.
Yeah, it was a high snap, and that's a tough snap. It really is. It's kind of an underhand pitch, and you want to try to get a spiral on it, so good luck. But Kellyville will be kicking off to the Meeker Bulldogs. 8 minutes, 26 seconds left. Kellyville is up 6-0. Yeah, I know. Talking to Colton last night, he said they still had a lot of tricks left in their bag. So
that's scary.
I know. They've lit some people up so far.
Hicks to kick off for the Ponies. Looks like another short squib kick right down the middle.
Well, it kind of went over to the.
And he's going to pick it up. That's number 11. And he's going to be tackled. That's number 11. That's Grady.
Yeah, he was gang tackled. There was about 5 Ponies. that's something right there that I've noticed a big improvement in the kick coverage this year.
Gang tackling.
Yes, Well, say that Pony's defense kept them out of the end zone earlier on that last drive. Let's see if they can do it again. I got faith. Got in the car to come over here, and that Motley Crue song "Kickstart My Heart" was the first one that came on, and I thought it's going to be a good night. I hit repeat and just cruised it all the way over. I was still banging it when I pulled in the parking lot.
Meeker's going to send out 3 receivers to the right.
Single back with a single receiver to the left.
Budgie's going to take the snap. He's going to fake it. He's going to run.
He's good too. He
is wrestled by Andy Jones.
Andy Jones playing sideline to sideline from that inside linebacker spot.
Looks like they're just going to keep that quarterback keeper because the Ponies just don't seem to have anything for it. These outside backers like to crash down.
Yeah, and being aggressive, that can
bite you in the butt.
Yeah. The Pony defense kind of puts me in the mind of the 85 Bears 46. They're
It's going to be a run. That's Wolford, and he's going to pick up about 8 or 9.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to spot him about 3 yards short. Second and 3. Meeker is driving. The ball is inside the Kellyville 40-yard line at the 37-yard line. 7 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
They're going to send out 3 receivers to the left again. Budgie going to take the snap and hand it off to 8. And he is met by Andy Jones.
Andy Jones stood him up. He bruised that kid's soul.
He stopped him.
Yeah.
He didn't.
That was like 2, you see those nature films, those 2 like rams or mountain lions. That's what they look like. Yeah, that'd make you want to swallow your mouthpiece.
Looks like Meeker going to bring another back in the box with 2 receivers split out.
Yeah, they did pick up a first down.
They're going to hand it back off to Wolford.
With the handoff. Look like number 50, John Bond, in on the stop for the
He's going to pick up about 3.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up a
Looks like John Vaughn made the stop on that play.
Like we said earlier, this Meeker team loves to run the ball down your throat, and that's exactly what they're doing.
That's what they've done. Probably 9 out of 10 plays is just stuff it up the middle.
They're going to send out 3 receivers to the left now. I think this is just to get people out of the box so they can run the ball.
Thin them out a little bit. That's all right. Leave Andy Jones in the middle by himself.
That's Budgie going to keep the snap. And he's tripped up.
Andy Jones.
Inside the 5. The first and goal coming up for the Bulldogs from around the 4-yard line.
Andy Jones doesn't look like he's got any wheels, but when he takes off, he can get going. And he was running downhill.
This Meeker team's knocking on the door. Let's see if this defense can keep him out. I see runs up the middle.
Yeah, probably the next 3 plays. It is a first and goal from the 5-yard line. 6:04 left in the first quarter. Kellyville does lead 6-0.
Budgie takes the snap. He's going to hand off to Wolfer, and he's going to walk into the end zone.
They opened that hole.
Nobody touched him.
Yeah, that looked like I could see that hole from here. I don't know if you could see that at home, but that was a nice hole. Hats off to Meeker's offensive line. They got some big old boys.
They do.
They're probably the first team this season that Kellyville has played that has guys the same size as Kellyville.
Looks like Meeker going to line up for an extra point kick.
And Cody in to kick the extra point.
And the kick is good. Meeker
5:52 left in the first period.
Meeker up 7-6 on Kellyville.
Well, Matt, I'll tell you, that Kiefer game, the first game of the year, showed me that Kellyville was down by 9 at the half. And if you remember last season, there were several games that were close at halftime, or Kellyville was a little bit behind.
Yeah.
And they just it seemed like they gave up. It was really discouraging, and they didn't do that with Kiefer. They came back and flat laid the wood to them.
Now we get to see this return game by the Ponies, which has produced a few touchdowns.
Yeah. Got the three-headed monster back there, 3, 5, and 7. Jeremy Hicks, Trevor Jones, and Tabor Thornbrew. Let's see who they kick it. Not who they kick it to, who they kick it away from.
It's
Because any one of those three guys right there will burn you.
It's pick your poison.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like I said, it's kind of odd to me that the three Kellyville backs are 357.
This may be a little pooch kick, a squib kick, kind of in the middle to keep it away from those three.
Yeah, I could see something like that. And look at the kickoff team is kind of bunched up together. So yeah, I would expect.
Or this
a short
is
kick.
going to be a short kick.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, it's a short kick. Caden Ayers takes it,
Caden Ayers.
and he's met immediately.
Yeah, he was hit and knocked out of bounds about the Kellyville 30. Yeah, about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Kellyville Ponies. A big old line coming out there.
This big unit.
Yeah, they got some beef, that's for sure. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you take them boys out to dinner, it better be an all-you-can-eat buffet, because they'll break you. I know just John Vaughn will order one side of the menu if you let him. I can't imagine all of them together.
Pony's going to split out two receivers to the right. Volner and Hicks in the backfield. Volner's going to motion. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to fake.
Roll.
He's going to throw it to Thomas.
Thomas knocked out of bounds about 2 yards short. Connor Thomas is a tall kid.
He is, and he's a basketball player. So you just throw it up to him, and he goes and gets the rebound.
Yeah, he's got some jump for sure. Be a second and about.
Second and three. They're gonna keep Thornbrew and Thomas out wide. They're gonna move him to the left.
And they got Volner and Jones in the backfield. Handoff.
They're gonna hand off to Hicks.
Hicks. Excuse me.
He's got some room.
Jeremy Hicks.
He shakes off a tackler.
He's down to about the
the 6.
Yeah,
about the 6 or 7.
6-yard line. Well, yeah, probably about 7.
I can already tell you this is going to be a slugfest.
This is going to be a game. 1st and 10, Kellyville Ponies from the Meeker 7-yard line.
This is going to be a 1st and goal.
Yeah, 1st and goal. There is about 5.5 minutes left in the first period.
They're going to stick with that same formation. They're going to send out 2 to the left. They're going to hand off to Jones.
Jones
he's
going
to bounce off.
Spins off.
And he's going to be met in the backfield.
He just couldn't get. He got hit and kind of spun off and then backed up and got just swallowed.
Tell you what, if these two teams were in the same color, I couldn't tell who's who. They both play so similar.
Yeah, it's just 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's just old school football. That's how it was in the 70s and 80s. You very rarely passed. But I'll tell you something about passing. Colton Ayers, the Kellyville quarterback.
We got a equipment malfunction.
Colton Ayers, the Kellyville quarterback, coming into this game, had 4 incomplete. He was 26 of 30 with, I believe, 11 passing touchdowns. His quarterback rating was 166, the highest in the state of Oklahoma.
Ayers going to go under center. He's going to play action. He's going to throw it out.
Left.
Touchdown, Ponies. Little brother, Caden Ayers.
Ayers to Ayers. Ayers Airlines.
Woo! Get your tickets ready.
Yeah.
The Ayers line.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was bad.
Ayers to Ayers. Big brother to the little brother. We're going to have to quit. We're going to stop calling him little brother, too.
Yeah.
We'll get in the habit next year. We'll be calling him little brother, and he'll be the only Ayers.
So Ponies are up 12-7 pending this extra point. Looks like they're going to go gate.
Yeah, there's 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the first quarter.
They're going to send Thornbrew in motion. Low snap.
Yeah, they snapped
He's
going to
take it,
Hicks.
and he's going to get stopped.
He stopped about the 1, a little bit short.
He had Thornbrew on the pitch.
Yeah, he may not just not have seen him. I don't know.
He had a hole, and then it just kind of closed.
Yeah, that swinging gate, if the play takes a little bit to – if the play takes a second or two to develop, the surprise is gone. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot better with the light on in here. It's starting to get kind of dark. The lights are on the field, so might as well turn them on in here.
So
too.
we got a 7-12 ball game. Don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, but really going for 2 points, that'll add up.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Right, because if you don't make it, it's kind of a curse. But if you make it, it's a bonus point. I don't know why more teams don't go for 2 points. There is 4:41 left in the first quarter. Jeremy Hicks setting up the kickoff to the Meeker Bulldogs.
I think it's going to be another short kick.
Yeah.
Jeremy Hicks kicking for the Ponies.
No, he's going to kick it deep.
Deeper, yeah, back to about the
Budgie's going to take it.
about the 12.
Or it's gonna
you
be
call
fair
a
caught.
I forgot you could do a fair catch on a kickoff.
The 13-yard line, so the Bulldogs have their work cut out for them on the 13.
Yeah, and I know the Pony defense don't like to give up a yard, much less 10.
I think
they're
it's
probably not going to give up 87. I don't know. It's possible. I mean, a breakdown on a play can happen on any play on either side of the ball.
this may be another Budgie keeper, because that's what's been killing this defense is Budgie just taking the handoff or faking the handoff.
Yeah, taking the snap, faking the handoff, and taking it himself.
Or this may be a play action. Yeah, it's a play action.
Yeah, he rolls to the right.
And he's Hicks. He's going to get rid of it.
Hicks. Jeremy Hicks was on him like a cheap suit.
And Garrett Reed was in the backfield too. Surprise, surprise.
Garrett Reed is a freaking beast. I want to talk to that boy. He just, some of that may rub off on you.
So it's going to bring up I think we have an intentional grounding because he was in the tackle box and
he was going down when he let it go. And he
yep,
was just trying to save
that's
it.
what they got.
Intentional grounding.
And that's a loss of down.
Oh, is it? So
It
it's
is.
gonna be second and going to be about 2nd and 15. It looks like they're going to mark. They marked it back about 5 yards.
This may be another play action. Just
You
to
better watch out. They're getting backed up now.
you got to watch out, but I mean, everyone's looking for a run right here.
Yeah.
So
Good point.
and that's what Mounds kind of got a little bit of yards on play action passes. Meeker's going to spread it out.
Yeah, all that does is thin out the defense a bit. No,
They're gonna
hand
run
it
the
up
ball.
middle. He was driving. He got back. He got up to about the.
Oh, we got another flag. We got another flag on the field.
Yeah, I was talking to Jeremy last night on the pregame show. Don't know if you all caught
Trying to
that.
see what this
Sideline
sideline
warning
against Meeker.
That'll back them up a little bit more. Hey, we'll take all the negative yards we can.
Well, it's not a negative. It's just it's a warning.
Yeah, well, the next time it'll definitely be a hickey. But no, I was talking to Jeremy Hicks in the pregame show, and I asked him, I said, you play offense, defense, and special teams. What do you prefer? He said defense. So
You can see it shine. This is going to bring about a 3rd and 14. This is probably going to be a pass.
more than likely. Yep.
Budgie's going to drop back. He's
back.
tipped. Intercepted by Clayton Wallace.
Tipped, and Clayton Wallace.
He's going to score. Walk in for the Ponies.
Clayton Wallace.
Clayton Wallace.
My hero from the spectrum.
That was tipped by John Vaughn. John Vaughn got a hand on that ball.
There you go.
That's the first defensive touchdown for the Ponies this year.
Yes.
And
that
it couldn't
just-
have come at a better time.
I know it.
Man, that was
I'm telling you, you don't want to have the ball on offense.
it
way
takes
down in your own
one
territory.
one mistake.
Well, the rush was coming, and he was backpedaling. He was trying to get rid of it, and he just let it go. And
That's 18-7, barring this
now they're
2-point.
just lined up in normal formation.
He's gonna roll out. He's gonna throw it. Thornbrew. 20-7, folks.
20-7 with 3:57 left in the first quarter.
So, hang on. It's first quarter.
I know.
Past our projections for tonight.
We have already passed the projected score for this
I
game.
think we were only picked to score like 6 points against Meeker tonight. And you know what they can do with those 6 points?
Stick it where the sun don't shine.
I got 2 words for you.
Oh, boy. You're
Yeah,
gonna get us thrown off
I'm
the
gonna
air.
tell you, Tulsa World, and I'm not bagging on anybody, but
Tulsa World had us picked to win, but only by 2.
yeah, and they also put us in their top 10 in rankings.
They did.
But they can't watch all the games.
No.
So if anybody from the Tulsa World's watching, I apologize. Keep watching, guys, because you're going to see something.
Hicks going to kick off for the Ponies. He's going to kick it right down Broadway again. That's number 11 taking it from Meeker.
Yeah, he took it about the 18.
And he's going to be swarmed
He made it out to about the 35.
about the 35. This defense was just on the field a minute
I
ago.
know it. Well, here's the thing, too, Matt, is this defense is like a bunch of sharks. When they smell blood in the water, it's on.
It's feeding time.
Yeah, it's on. And
Let's see what this Pony defense can dial up after they just had their first defensive score of the year. Meeker going to set up 2 receivers out to the right, two in the backfield.
3:51 left in the first quarter.
They're going to hand off to 28. He's going to scamper for some yards.
Looks like Garrett Reed
Garrett
grabbed
Reed.
him from behind and threw him down.
That was Wolford again on the carry for the Bulldogs. He's going to pick up about 6.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2nd and 4 ball spotted at the Meeker 42-yard line. .322 left in the first quarter. Kellyville does lead 20-7.
Meeker going to flip that formation, send 2 out to the left. He's going to send the fullback in motion. And he's going to hand it off, and he's met. Woo! Trevor Jones. Trevor Jones laying the wood from his safety spot. That's going to bring up a loss. That's a 3rd and 7. Oh, my gosh.
I'm telling you.
Wolford tiptoed up to the line looking for a hole, and he found Trevor Jones instead.
Trevor Jones said not the 5 gap.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7. They're going to send out 2 receivers each. This may be a pass. This looking for a play action. Budgie going to drop back. He's going to throw. And he's met by Connor Smith. Depends on where they give him the spot.
Yeah, he was pushed out about the first down marker. So
he's going to be
short. A little bit short, about a yard short. It's going to be a 4th and
Meeker's going to go for this.
Yeah, might as well. 4th and about a foot.
They're going to go for this. No doubt. Watch the hard count though.
Yeah, Kellyville's been playing pretty disciplined ball though. I haven't seen them doing jumping off sides this year. So. Oh yeah, they're stalling now. They're trying to get them to get antsy.
Oh, we got a false start.
False start. Yes.
We got a false start.
And it's like almost like the football gods are smiling down on Kellyville.
Now hang on, it's still the first quarter. They're still.
I know, but it's like once Kellyville gets some momentum, it's like the other team can't get out of their own way.
No, that's going to back them up, and this is going to be a punt.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4th and about 6.
That's Wolford back to punt for the Bulldogs, and that's Trevor Jones back to receive.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
High snap, but he's going to get it off. Nice punt. And Jones,
let it hit.
he's just going to let it roll.
It's going to roll dead about the 23.
This offense is going to set up.
Yep, another Kellyville 1st and 10.
Ponies got this ball game rolling in the first quarter.
Minute and a half left in the first quarter. They're up 20-7. 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
See what this offense can dial up. They're going to stick. They love that 2 receiver out to the left formation.
Yeah, and it works for him.
And he's just going to hand off to Jones, who's met. He's going to shake a tackle.
Oh, he's still fighting.
He's still fighting, but he was met.
Yeah, he's going to end up losing about 2 yards. He just about run the quarter out right there on that one run.
Dude, Trevor Jones does not like to go down easy.
No, he doesn't.
He wants you to tackle him.
I know. He wants you to bring it. And I'll tell you one thing about Trevor Jones. Seeing him in person, he is built like a lineman from the waist down. So, yeah, good luck bringing him down. He's built like Earl Campbell, just not as big.
He's going to right through the hands of Thornbrew. He had Thornbrew.
Yeah, Thornbrew was open enough.
He was. He could have made something happen there,
Yeah,
but
for Taver Thornbrew, he was wide open.
he may have been looking to run before he caught it.
Yeah, he might have heard footsteps too. That guy was coming up behind him pretty hard.
Thornbrew doesn't care. He does not care if you're going to tackle him. This is going to bring up about a 3rd and 12 for the Ponies backed up.
Yeah, ball's on the 21-yard line.
Flag's coming in. I think he signaled a false start or illegal motion.
Back him up 5 yards, bring up a 3rd down and 17.
That's a 3rd and 17. You got to quit shooting yourselves in the foot, guys.
You can't. That's what they did last year a lot. But, this year they played so good. Their confidence is so high right now. This is nothing.
Let's see what the Ponies can dial up on a 3rd and 17. This may be a play action. Try to get Thomas or Thornbrew. They're going to send out 3 receivers to the left.
Left now.
Volner, the lone back. Ayers going to take the snap. He's going to draw. He's going to look to run.
He called his own number.
Oh, he got tripped up about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was just getting his shoulder pads squared up to head downfield and got pushed out of bounds.
It's going to bring up a 4th and about 12.
Short of 4th down and 12 coming up for the Ponies.
Looks like the punt unit's coming out.
Yeah, this will be Kellyville's first punt since the first game of the season.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Might be a little rusty. Hope they've been practicing.
I believe that's number 6, Budgie, back for Meeker. Snap from John Vaughn.
It was
booming
a good snap.
punt.
Nice high punt.
Nice high punt. Ooh, it's going to go out about the 43.
That was a good punt.
That was
Coverage was down there. That's what you want on punts. Get enough air under it to let your coverage get downfield.
Yes.
And it looked like John Vaughn and Caden Ayers were about within almost arm's reach of the returner.
John Vaughn's a long snapper, so he gets a free release.
Yeah, he's considered a defenseless player, the long snapper, which wasn't the case back years ago. They just changed that in the last few years.
Meeker going to set up. They're going to send out 3 to the left. I assume this is to clear space for Wolford to run.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing.
He's going to fake.
Roll to the left.
And Trevor Jones and Taver Thornbrew are going to meet him.
Yeah, he gained about 3 yards.
Yeah, Volner was looking to crash and kind of saw Budgie running. It was a little bit too late.
That's the end of the first quarter, folks. Kellyville's ahead 20-7. Yeah, I'm going to go over some more of these stats on the season to this point for Kellyville. Kellyville has 3 running backs that are in the top 20 in scoring in 11-man football in Oklahoma. Taver Thornbrew, Trevor Jones, and Jeremy Hicks are all in the top 20 in all of 11-man football. And in 2A, their numbers 1, 2, and 7. That's definitely a 3-headed monster for sure.
And this week, John Vaughn and Cade Enlow were featured in the Tulsa World's Players to Watch this week as they clear the way for an offense that's averaging over 400 yards a game. So nice to give the linemen some love, but really that should go to the whole offensive line.
Yeah, they're just on the right side
That right side, man, then when they crash down, they take everybody with them.
And I tell you what, when John Vaughn pulls, he's going to hit somebody. And I've noticed by watching him, a lot of times he'll pick the biggest guy on the defense and just beeline for him, which is good because a back can out-juke a lot of guys. Before,
Yes.
You know.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for Meeker. They're going to send out to the left. He's going to hand off to Budgie. No, he's going to hand off to Wolford, who's going to spin and stumble his way for close to a first down.
Yeah, I think he's going to be about.
He's going to be 2 yards short.
Yep, 3rd and 2.
He was stumbling and bumbling his way, just bouncing off.
He was trying to hopscotch through a minefield.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, ball is on the Kellyville 32-yard line.
Meeker going to send out 3 to the right, clear some space in the box. He's going to hand off to Budgie.
He takes it right up the middle.
And it looks like he picked up a first down.
Yeah, initially hit in the backfield by Volner. But yes, he did pick up the first down. It's going to be a 1st and 10 Meeker from the Kellyville 28-yard line.
Meeker going to stay with that formation, send 3 out to the right.
We're about a minute into the 2nd quarter, and Meeker is threatening.
They're knocking on the door. Took a handoff to Wolford. I keep saying Budgie.
Yeah, you'll get it right by the end of the game, I promise.
Yeah, when it's
Hicks came up with Volner and made the stop on that.
It's going to be a
play.
pickup of about 2.
We're giving 2. Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 to see if this defense can bend but not break.
Yeah.
Meeker going to send out doubles, 2 each side, with 1 lone back.
Quarterback's in shotgun.
He's going to look to pass.
Oh!
Nobody there. Thornbrew.
Yeah, that was Andy Jones. Andy Jones.
We might get a rough in the passer.
It could, yeah. That's what they're calling.
Oh, no, we're going to get a,
Yeah.
rough in the passer.
Roughing the passer. But, you know, I've said it before. When you're getting ready to get a sack on a quarterback, you can't. There's no way to put the brakes on. When you're a yard or 2 from him, you can't do it. I mean, and he's got pads on and a helmet, you know, just like everybody else.
That's going to give Meeker a first down.
Yeah, it's going to put the ball on the 13, 1st and 10 from the 13 for Meeker. Yeah, the roughing the passer penalties, you got to let those slide. That's just hustle.
Meeker going to send out 2 receivers to the right with 2 backs in the backfield. Meeker's threatening. They're going to hand off to Budgie to Wolford, and he's going to rumble in the end zone, shook off a tackle.
He broke a tackle at about the line of scrimmage and waltzed his way in.
That's going to bring up 20-13 for the Ponies.
Yep, pending the extra point attempt.
Number 17, Tanner Cody, kicking the extra point.
That's Tanner Cody on the kick for Meeker.
A little bit of a high snap.
Looks like he shanked it. It's no good.
It was a little bit of a high snap.
It was.
And he just push it to the left a little.
Meeker's knocking on the door to taking the lead.
Yeah, I had a feeling, though, when I woke up this morning, this is going to be a back and forth.
It's going to be a slugfest.
Yeah.
As good old JR would say, an old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Yeah. Kill my dog, I'll slay your cat type thing. It's going to go back and forth. There is about 10 minutes left before the half. Kellyville does lead 20-13. Set to receive the Meeker kickoff. What's this high horsepower Kellyville offense start?
I'm thinking another short kick.
Yeah,
from
they're
Meeker.
not going to kick it back deep to one of those 3. That would be a foolish mistake, I would think. Because a good special teams play gets everybody fired up. You know, and you don't want that. If you're trailing in a football game, you don't want to get the other team or the other team's fans fired up.
That's Wolford kicking off for the Bulldogs.
He's kind of a jack of all trades.
He is. He's the punter, kicker, running back. Looks like a short kick.
Yeah, they're going to let
Picked
it
up
go
by
back to
Hicks.
Changes direction.
See what
Brought
those?
it out to, he got it out to about the 38.
See what those short kicks are so hard to because like it lands in the middle of 3 guys and they're like, you pick it up, no, you pick
Yeah.
it up, and it's like, you know, the whole time you got 10 guys running down to take your head off.
Yeah, calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. 10:05 left in the second quarter. Kellyville starts with a 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
They're going to hand off to Jones. Runs into his own guy.
Bounce it out to the left.
He's going to be shoved out about the 30.
Yeah.
Number 11, Keelan Grady, taking him out of bounds, but that'll be a 1st and 10.
Yeah, 1st and 10 Kellyville. From the that quick.
That's quick.
I'm telling you, they were just on their half of the field. They're just so potent. And like I've said, they score from anywhere. If they don't score, they bust a long run. 9:55 left in the second quarter.
They're going to set up with Thornbrew in the wing. They're going to hand off to Hicks.
Hand off to Jeremy Hicks.
He was hit at the line and
Scrimmage by number 21.
still picked up about 4 yards.
About 3. 3.5.
Gain of 3 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Ponies.
Yeah, I know Coach Brown had commented during the I don't know if it was during this coach's show or last week that he doesn't, they can't feed all the backs.
Bowler going to go in motion. They're going to hand off to Jones. He's going to shake a tackle. He's going to shake 2 tackles.
Finally taken out of bounds by number 23, Zach Cook.
He's going to shake 2 tackles.
Pushed out about the 20, the 25. We're going to mark about the 23.
It's going to be about a 3rd and 3.5.
Gain of 4 on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 3 for the Ponies.
Yeah, when you've got Taylor Thornbrew, Trevor Jones, and Jeremy Hicks in the backfield, you only have so many offensive plays in a game, and any one of them can score at any time. It's just whoever has the ball.
There's going to go under center. He's going to hand it off to Hicks, who's going to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah,
Looks like a lot more than a 1st
He
picked
picked up about 8 yards. He picked up a 1st down by about 4 or 5 yards on that.
It's going to give the Ponies a fresh set of downs.
9:08 left in the second quarter. They're knocking.
They're knocking on the door again.
Ball placed at the 16-yard line.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 16.
We'll see who gets fed.
There's the quarterback.
He's going to swing it out to Hicks.
Out in the flats for Jeremy Hicks, number 3.
Fumble!
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. Thornbrew was out there blocking.
They're saying he was down on contact.
Saying he was down.
He's down.
That saved the Ponies right there.
Yeah, I mean, you only have 6 points to spare. You don't want to give them all up in the first half.
Pick up a 3 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Ponies.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7.
8:35 left in the second quarter.
They need to get in the end zone right here to make it a two-score game again.
Yeah, you want a buffer.
They're going to send out 3 to the right in a bunch. They're going to pitch out to Jones, and he's going to be met.
Nowhere to go.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 11.
Number 76 now on the stop for the Bulldogs. Bring up a 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Ponies.
Let's see what the Ponies can dial up here on a 3rd and long. Ayers going to be in shotgun for this. He's going to roll out to his right.
Taver
Caught by
Thornbrew.
Thornbrew.
Touchdown, Ponies. 7:36 left in the first half.
So when the Ponies needed it,
Yeah.
They got it.
26-13.
pending this 2-point. They're going to send 2 out to the right again. They're going to send Volner in motion. He's going to hand it off to Hicks, who stood up by his blocker.
2-point conversion no good. 7:36 left before halftime. Kellyville leads Meeker 26-13.
26-13 Kellyville. 7:36 left in the second quarter.
Looked like Hicks had some room, and then his blocker kind of got stood up, and he ran into his own blocker.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, I don't know if Hicks will wear out his kicking leg tonight, but this is his third kickoff, counting the opening kickoff.
I see another short kick, and maybe he's been kicking them deeper.
Yeah, and I never understood the short kick, but you know, I'm not a coach.
Well, I mean, you know, short kick, they recover it where you kick it, and instead of them maybe busting one, you kind of stop them where they would have been anyway. Yeah, this is going to be another one.
Corner kick. Oh,
it's going to be caught.
About the 16-yard line.
Kickoff taken by number 4.
And it looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Ty Gabbert, he steps out of bounds.
They're going to take over about the 32. This Meeker offense that's just running the ball very well.
Yeah, but really the Kellyville defense, like you said, has bent but not broke.
See what the Meeker offense can dial up.
Hopefully it'll be a busy tone, busy signal.
No connection?
Yeah, bad, no service.
We had a whistle.
Meeker calls their second timeout of the half.
Maybe didn't have the right personnel out there.
Yeah, you know, you can make an offense as complicated as you want, but that's one of the benefits of having running backs like Kellyville has, is you can pretty much interchange them. I would think it's not an issue as far as personnel goes with Kellyville.
No.
You know, I mean, Thornbrew's pretty much just a flat-out sprinter. Hicks is kind of a power back. Probably more so than the other two. And Trevor Jones is just a power back with breakaway speed, usually.
The way I was described those 3 guys is you got Trevor at the far left, who's a straight power back that can run you over. You got Taver on the far right, who's the speedster, and you got Jeremy Hicks right in the middle.
Yeah, and really none of the 3 will shy away from contact.
No. They invite it.
Yeah. They will look for the hit.
Meeker going to set up. They're going to send 2 receivers out to the left with 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to hand off to Wolford, who was stopped in the backfield and then just chugged.
Yeah, it's like his elevator stopped on the wrong floor and he just kept going.
He keeps his legs moving. They're going to set up about the 40. So he's a brick house.
Yeah, he's
Wolford,
a big old boy. Yeah.
He keeps his legs moving. He never stops until he is forcefully brought down by several tacklers.
Right, yeah, he hasn't been solo tackled. Andy Jones laid that lick on him earlier and kind of stunned him, I think.
They're going to hand off to 7.
Thornbrew.
They're looking for the
and
ball.
Finally brought down by number 36.
That's 7. That's J.J. Bloomer, who was brought down by Connor Thomas.
And Tabor Thornbrew.
And Thornbrew. That must not have been in the playbook this week because
Yeah,
looked
that
like
one
it
just-
caught the ponies off guard.
Yeah, that one just opened up. Or maybe it was a total breakdown, you know.
May have been. They're gonna keep that 2-back formation, and they're gonna send out 2 to the left. There's maybe another handoff to number 7. Yep, that's counter. No, he's gonna keep it, and he's got.
I want to say
He's gonna be brought down close to the goal line.
that looked like there might have been a block in the back, but I'm not a ref. It's just what I saw from up here. It's going to be a 1st and goal. Meeker at the
They're gonna.
Yeah, the Meekers at about the Kellyville.
They're gonna keep that
4-yard
2-back
line.
set. Wolford. It's gonna be stopped short of the goal line. I think Meeker's finally found something to stop that pony defense. But maybe that wasn't on the scouting report this week.
Yeah, and that's the thing with scouting reports is that's what they've done, not what they're gonna do. But there's about there's about 5:50 left in the second quarter, so we're about 5 minutes away from halftime. Meeker's threatening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks like a fumble.
fumble.
Handoff to number 7, J.J. Bloomer. And
Not sure who came up with it. A couple of the Kellyville players were saying they had it.
looks like it is recovered by the Bulldogs.
Looks like Meeker fell on it.
Loss of 1 on the play.
But they did lose yards, so that's going to help
Yes.
this defense. Going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
From about the 4-yard line. Yeah, they're staying about the 3-4 yard line right now.
They're going to split 2 out to the left. I wouldn't ignore that.
Nope. About 5:20 left in the half. Handoff up the middle.
Oh, and he's going to run in behind number
Yeah.
72. That's Alexander, his lead blocker.
Yeah, that's a big old boy. I want to run behind him as well.
Oh, yeah. I think Meeker's finally found something that's stymied this Kellyville defense.
Yeah, but going into the half, you know how half times our coaches are going to coach.
They are.
They're figuring it out right now.
Tanner Cody on to kick the extra point.
Extra point is good. That's going to bring up 20-26.
20-26. 5:16 left in the first half. Kellyville does lead. Got a 1-score lead.
So that 2-back set that Meeker's running is so tricky because, as you saw, they'll run counter. Well, looks like they're handing off to 28, and they'll hand it off to 7.
Yeah.
Quarterback can keep it. You can run stretch and try to hit the edge on that with a blocker, and or quarterback can just keep it, and he'll have 2 blockers for himself.
Right. 2 lead blockers. Well, here's the thing, too. If you remember, Kellyville won the toss and deferred to the second half.
They did.
So the Kellyville offense will take the field to start the second half.
I wouldn't be surprised if Meeker had an onside kick before this half to try to steal a possession.
Yeah, I would always look for things like that.
So this front line needs to be ready.
I'm all about some trickery.
Meeker may be looking to steal a possession, so you need to watch that.
Yeah, that's a smart move, too.
It's going to be another short kick
Yeah.
taken by Ayers, Caden Ayers.
Yeah, he caught it and covered it up about the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 Kellyville Ponies.
This offense kind of has some breathing room.
Yeah, they're not backed up to the shadow of their own goalpost. But, hey, they were earlier, 6 yards, and
They were.
Trevor Jones busted that around the side for 70 yards.
We got about 5:15 left in this first half. Kellyville leading 26-20 with the ball. Trevor Jones is at quarterback.
Oh, fake the jet sweep. He's just going to take it around the left.
He's got John
Big
Ball blocking
hole.
for him.
Big hole.
He's getting
Go,
chased.
go. Unhook your trailer, son. Oh.
Oh, he's going to be stopped.
At the goal line.
At the goal line.
Literally at the goal line. Knock the cone over.
We do have some. Oh, we got a flag back here. We got a flag back about the line of scrimmage. This is probably
Yeah, it's
coming back.
Come back, yeah.
I think we finally found someone that can run down Trevor Jones, because usually when he breaks that, we're gonna get a hold on the ponies.
Yeah, you know, and mistakes like that just killed the ponies last year.
They did.
It was like they got penalized at the absolute worst time.
Any momentum they build, kind of like right now, any momentum they build just gets
right. You can't
shut
take
down.
yourself out. I mean, they're up by 6 right now, coming up with about 5 minutes left in the half.
If they can just hold on to this ball and run the clock down without letting Meeker score, and then they'll get the ball back at half.
Right.
After half.
Exactly.
Pony's going to send out 2 to the right. That's Thomas and Thornbrew, the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Air's going to hand off to Hicks. He's going to dance. He's going to dance.
He's turned the corner.
Oh, we got another flag.
Another flag up. I don't know what's going on. Andy Jones just got his helmet knocked off down here on the sideline.
That may be the flag. I don't know.
I think the flag was before that.
He did pick up a first down, pending what this flag is. This might be a hold.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is. Pony's going to back themselves up again.
2 in a row.
You can't shoot yourselves in the foot, guys.
No. And I'm sure, like I said, you know, right now the coaches are coming up with a scheme to stop that Meeker offense, and holding will be addressed at halftime.
That's a first and a country mile.
Yeah, it's going to be about a first and about 25.
We got 4:44 left in this first half. See if the Ponies can keep this ball.
I would look for Ayers just to drop back and let it go.
Looks like that's what he's doing. He's going to let it fly. He's got Thornbrew.
Thornbrew. He's brought down about the 43-yard line of Meeker.
When you need a first down, dial up number 7. And there was not a holding flag.
No.
There was not. We checked.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one eye looking at Thornbrew, and the other I was looking at the line of scrimmage to see if there was a flag. Don't ask how I did that, but I did. 4:33 left in the half. Kellyville has a 1st and 10 from the Meeker 43-yard line.
Air's going to line out wide, and Trevor Jones is back at quarterback.
Let's get Colton Ayers a receiving touchdown.
He's going to look to pass. No, he's going to look to run.
Fake the pass. Kind of held it for a minute.
He's on his feet.
Oh.
He makes a man miss.
Oh.
And he is in.
He was slicing and
Oh, my
dicing.
gosh.
He was slicing and dicing.
And that is good.
Yeah, no flags. Touchdown, Kellyville.
He was – I can't tell if that was a design run or design because he looked like he wanted to pass.
I know. It looked like it was a he wanted to pass, and the
middle
receiver didn't get open like it should, and he just pulled it down and ran. But if you're going to have somebody run –
better be number 5.
or number 3 or number 7. 4:11 left in the first half. Kellyville's up 32-20.
And I wasn't watching the coverage, but I bet they were playing man.
Yeah.
And so when you play man and everyone runs off, that leaves the middle wide open.
Right.
And when you
when
got
they snap
somebody,
the ball, everybody was man.
Pony's going to line up for 2. Air's going to fake it.
Roll to
He's going to
his
throw.
right.
Connor Thomas is going to catch it for the 2-point.
Kellyville goes up 34-20. 4:11 left in the first half.
That took 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this Kellyville offense is explosive. There's not enough descriptive words. I'd have to have a Webster's dictionary or a thesaurus here to.
Just when you
come up with
when you thought you'd seen everything, you got Trevor Jones in at Wildcat quarterback,
Right.
who I'm told can throw the ball.
Oh, I bet. Next thing you know, they'll be having John Vaughn back there. We know he can throw a ball. Goofy. But Hicks has got the ball teed up to kick off. 4:11 left in the first half. Kellyville's up 34-20.
Let's see if this defense can stall.
Yeah.
Get the ball back and maybe score again, and then get the ball back at
another
halftime.
defensive touchdown would be. I would lose my mind.
Hicks going to kick off. It's going to be another shorty.
Yep.
gonna be
pin
taken.
the receiver over against the side.
Oh!
Oh! Somebody's going to need some dental work in the morning.
That was Clayton Wallace.
Oh!
And he's
psycho.
slow to get
I
up.
think he might have hurt himself. Yeah. He ran down there and just flat.
He went for it.
He knocked
I'll give him credit.
everybody's lung got knocked loose on that play. The kid that was running the ball, because he didn't take but about 3 more steps and he went down.
Well, I think he's walking around the sideline. I think he might be good.
yeah,
I don't know. That was
a vicious hit.
that was a
That
truck.
was like walking out into traffic hit. in the
Meeker
dark.
gonna take over. They're gonna send out 2 receivers to the right. They're gonna split number 11 out wide, with Connor Smith
4:0
covering him.
4:08 left in the second quarter.
6 looking back to pass. It's gonna be blocked. He's gonna be swatted.
Yeah. Jeremy Hicks
Jeremy
getting it
Hicks.
done from the outside linebacker spot.
And he was blocked.
Yeah, at the same time.
He was blocked, got his hands up, and swatted. That's been a few swatted passes.
Yeah, that's like 2 or 3 in this game. I don't know. I'm going to rewatch this tomorrow. Yes, this Kellyville team is definitely playing some inspired football. They're mad at the world right now.
I got told this is their revenge tour.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're definitely getting revenge on some teams.
Meeker gonna drop back. He's gonna let it fly.
Lets it fly.
Oh, they're gonna get him on a pass interference.
Yeah, but that pass interference will go either way. Did the receiver drag him down? Because the receiver fell down too.
He did, but it looks like they were both slipping
They might
and
have
sliding.
just got tangled up. That happens a lot of times when you're in man coverage running with your guy because you're looking back at the ball, And the ball was going to be short, so they both checked up at the same time is what it looked like. We'll see what the official had.
They're waving it off.
The flag off. They picked it up. There you go. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line.
I tell you what, these teams like to split their best athlete out wide, and Connor Smith has to cover him, and he holds his own.
Yeah. I said it before the game, the Kellyville roster from top to bottom, stem to stern, is just packed with talent.
It seems like anytime he makes a good play, it's always a pass interference, even when it's a clean play.
It's just hustle.
In my opinion.
That's a hustle penalty to me.
That's why I'm up here and not
wearing a zebra shirt.
Meeker going to spread it out. They're going to look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. It's batted down. He was looking for Bloomer, and Brody Berryhill just stuck his arm out and said, nope.
I thought it hit him in the face.
Oh.
This window's open, and I was looking through the edge of the window.
That's 3 straight passes from Meeker, something I didn't think we'd see, and now they're bringing out their punt unit.
Yeah, it's 4th and 10
Meeker,
from the Meeker 34. They haven't moved a yard on this drive.
Meeker rugby punts. They move a guy from one side to the other.
Yeah, he'll take a couple of steps almost like he's going to run it, and I'd watch for a fake.
Yeah, watch something. No, it's going to be a short kick. Watch out, guys.
Kick.
Watch out, guys. It about landed on Connor Thomas.
Kellyville's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line with 3:55 left in the half. Keep your foot on the gas, boys.
I'll give credit to Meeker because this is an explosive offense, and Meeker has hung with them.
Right. Yeah, last week at halftime it was 64-7. if you remember.
It was.
Yeah, at this point in the game, Kellyville had already scored twice this much. And the kicker was getting tired. That's what
Ayers
he told
going
me.
to line up. He's going to look back to pass. He's going to hit.
Hook and
Pitching,
ladder.
hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder to Trevor Jones. That picked up about 30 yards.
That was Connor Thomas on the reception. He just looked back to Trevor Jones and said, here you go.
Flicked it to him. Yeah, that hook and ladder, that's an old school trick play right there. Man, they are rolling. 34-20, 3:48 left in the half. 1st and 10, Kellyville.
Looking to score again before the half.
Yeah. Why not?
Looks like Trevor Jones is going to come out for a breather. Why not? He's done a
He's
lot.
been working tonight. Yeah, give that boy a raise.
Ayers going to drop back again. He's going to throw it deep.
Thornbrew.
Oh,
He just barely overthrew.
missed him.
They were taking their shot though.
They're taking shots now.
Yeah, I'll tell you that I've talked to 4 of the players. I've talked to Trevor Jones, Tabor Thornbrew, Jeremy Hicks, and Colton Ayers, and these guys are dripping with confidence right now.
And that's because there's a line between confidence and cocky, and cocky can get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm. But they are all so low-key and humble.
They
And
are.
that starts at the top. Coach Brown's like that.
Ayers going to be back in shotgun. This may be a screen out to Thornbrew. No, it's not.
Going to be a draw to
It's going to be a run to Hicks. Keep running.
He picked up about
6 or 7.
well, no, I bet they give him more than that.
It's
forward progress was
about 7. It's hard when they get closer to the end zone because my vision, the way I see the field gets kind of distorted, and so it looks like they may pick up a bunch and they don't. And
yeah.
Kellyville is knocking on the door again.
Yep, there is 3:13 left in the half.
Told you it's good.
Kellyville's up 34-20.
It's 8-11, and it's almost halftime. I don't think this clock has stopped a whole lot. Trevor Jones lining up at quarterback. He's going to take the high snap.
High snap. He's going to pull it down. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to bring up
I'll tell you what. If he would have been able to get through that mess at the line of scrimmage, there was over that right side was wide open. I could have run a touchdown on that play, I think.
Looks like
Slowly,
they're going to go for it on 4th and about 3. Maybe keep this clock running.
Yeah,
because that's less time Meeker has to score.
2:35 left before halftime. I would look for Ayers to run this ball.
This may be an Ayers run.
He's in shotgun. I would see him just take the snap.
This is max protection. This is going to be a pass.
Yep, you're right.
Dump it out to Thornbrew, who's open.
He's going to pick up a first down and stay in bounds.
He is. The clock's going to keep chewing. We got 2:15 left.
Yeah, they got to stop the clock.
Oh, they got to stop it for first down.
But he did stay in bounds.
He did. But they're just chewing this clock, seeing if they can get a score and then get the ball back.
Ball around the 21, 22.
Yeah, they're on the Meeker 22, 21-yard line. Well, 22, I guess. If I wasn't scared of heights, I'd lean out here one evening and clean these windows in this press box. But no.
You're welcome to anytime.
Yo, that's going to be a negative Ghost Rider.
We got to.
Come in on the field. Looks like it's going to be illegal motion against the pony.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion.
5 yards, 1st and 15.
It's going to be a 1st and 15 from the Meeker, 25-yard
25.
line. Right at 25. 2:15 left in the half. Kellyville does lead 34-20.
Ayers going to take the snap.
Quarterback back to pass.
Oh!
Thornbrew.
Intended for Tabor Thornbrew, incomplete.
Yeah, he got hit just as the ball got there. Good defensive play on that young man's
Going to
part.
bring up a 2nd and 15 with 2:12 left in this half.
Yeah, that's the thing with an explosive offense like this. It's hard to manage the clock.
It is.
You know, they scored a while ago in 30 seconds. You know,
And now they're
having to grind it out a little bit.
they've downshifted.
Yeah, but really you want to eat as much time off the clock right now because you're going to be kicking back off to a team that can score in 1 or 2
Trevor
plays.
Jones in the Wildcat. Looks like he didn't see the play clock because it was winding down. Coach Brown has to call a timeout.
Yeah, but you got 3, and that's the first one of the half. If I was a coach, I would just randomly call timeouts. I'd make sure I used them all.
Well, yeah, but you got to manage the game.
Right, but I would call them. I would plan it out. I wouldn't go in the locker room at all with a timeout.
No, you got to use your timeouts,
Yeah.
but you don't want to just kill your momentum.
Yeah, you can't just willy-nilly, but yeah, if, the other team makes a long run, yeah, I'm stopping the clock. I'm going to kill their momentum. I would use them up. I'd probably use them all in the first quarter, though, and be in trouble. I'm not a coach.
This is a 2nd and 15 for the
it's gonna be a
Ponies.
2nd and 15. 2:12 left on the clock.
They were threatening with Trevor Jones at Wildcat. They may do that again, but it looks like Meeker's kind of figuring that out.
Yeah, but, there's so many things you can do from that formation. And if he can throw,
I wouldn't be surprised if Trevor Jones threw this ball.
because I guarantee you, Colton Ayers being a quarterback, that kid can catch. I would not be surprised to see Trevor Jones roll out and hit Colton Ayers. But they're going to switch it up and put Ayers back behind center.
They usually like to pass out of this.
Here's the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to slip.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage, number 23.
He's going to slip and get sacked. Is that the first sack? First time he's been sacked?
I believe so.
I can't remember him ever laying on the ground.
No, yeah. Well, Caney Valley, same exact situation. But you remember the kid speared him, and they got a personal foul, so that sack didn't count.
We got about 1:40 left in this first half. Pony is backed up, 3rd and forever. This may be a Tabor Thornbrew pass.
Yeah, run the Thornbrew special.
Ayers going to roll out to his left. He's got pressure. He's going to
Takes it
run.
back
He's got
across.
some room.
He's going to get the first down. He's going to run in for a
He's
touchdown.
gonna-
Oh, my gosh. Colton Ayers just scrambled.
They're going to call him. They're going to call him. No, that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. 6 points. Put another nickel in the jukebox, baby. 40-20. 1:22 left in the half. Colton Ayers just ran for 30 yards on a scramble. 1:22 left.
We're trying to get to our average.
Yeah, we're up here talking smack already. It's halftime. But a 3-touchdown lead at halftime is nice.
Ayers going to roll out to his left.
He's going to take it.
And he's going to walk in. Oh, two Meeker kids hit each other. 42-20.
42-20 on the Meeker Bulldogs.
We've already broken the predicted score for this game. It was supposed to be, I think, 28-26 Kellyville.
Yeah, it's Friday, September 25th. It's 8:17 p.m. And Kellyville's first district game. They're not looking really much different than they did.
No,
against Kiefer and the other teams.
The defense has given up some runs, but that's when you get the ball ran down your throat constantly, you're going to give up some plays.
Right, it's a percentage thing.
But it looks like they've shut down the passing game.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Well, I tell you what, that defensive line for Kellyville, them kids are hungry. I almost think that's what coach just turns them loose. It's like feeding time at the zoo.
Hicks about to kick this ball off.
1:22 left in the half. Kellyville's up 42-20.
He's gonna kind of kick it right in the middle. That's Budgie. He's dangerous.
Took it on a one bounce. They pretty much got him corralled at about the
43,
yeah,
42,
about
43.
The 43-yard line.
This defense has to shape up, so don't give up a score right before half.
Yeah, there's 1:14 left. Meeker's definitely capable of putting one in the end zone.
I don't think we'll see any drop back passes. If we do see any passes, it's going to be play action.
Yeah, try to get the defense to bite on the run.
Or this could be a quarterback pull and run because Budgie runs the ball very well.
Yes, he does.
They're going to send out 2 receivers each side. It's going to be a handoff.
Right up
And
the
he's
gut.
going to
And off to Wofford.
He
looks like he fumbled, but fumbled out of bounds.
Connor Smith.
Yeah, he broke one tackle at the second level, and Connor Smith wrestled him out of bounds at about the Kellyville.
They got to hold on.
37, 36-yard line.
We got a little over a minute.
Yeah, minute 7, up 42-20. Meeker's threatening. 1st and 10 from the Kellyville 42-yard line.
They're going to send 2 out to the left with 1 back. Budgie going to go take the snap. He's going to hand it. No, he's going to. No, that's number 4. I don't know who number 4 is. He's going to keep it.
Keeper there, that's Kai Gabbert.
That's a Gabbert.
He's supposed to another first down. He has
Swap numbers on me. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, he did pick up a first down. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from about the.
There's going to be a lot of quarterback. I see a lot of quarterback runs.
Yeah, that's what's working for him.
Pony's going to call a timeout.
Second timeout of the half.
Looks like a little confusion. Looks like Volner was trying to come in, and Cody Barnes said no.
59 seconds left in the half, folks. Kellyville is up 42-20. Meeker is threatening with a 1st and 10 at the Kellyville about 24-yard line.
Meeker's going to run this ball.
Yeah.
So if they can just keep him in bounds, keep him down, don't give up the big run because they're right there knocking.
Right. Yeah. 2 or 3 yards. If you can shut them down.
You can give
Or
up.
strip the ball.
Strip. They've been trying to strip the ball, but
I know it. But here's the thing with that is the guy gets an extra 10 yards where you're messing with the ball.
Wolford does not want to cough it up.
No, he's got a vault for.
He's got some vice grips.
Yeah.
Hold on, boys. We got 59 seconds.
Meeker has a 1st and 10 at the Kellyville 24-yard line.
Looks like they're going to keep Gabbard in at quarterback. He may be the better runner.
Yeah.
He's going to
throw
it out to Budgie. They're going to throw it out to Budgie. He's out of bounds.
Yeah, he was knocked out after a pickup of about 4.
He's going to pick up about 4. He's going to leave a 2nd and 6. That took 6 seconds off the clock. Bulldogs are knocking.
Draw up the middle.
Oh!
Oh! Was that Andy Jones?
That was Berryhill.
Oh.
Berryhill came down with the Batista spine buster.
Yeah, doing a little Friday night smackdown on the second level of the defense
But
here
they
tonight.
did pick up a first down, so they're going to stop the clock while they move the chains, and now it's rolling. Meeker hurrying up to the line. They're going to send 3 out to the right. They're just trying to clear out the box.
Yeah. We're down to about 30 seconds left. Quick pass out to the right flat. He takes it back to the inside. He was stopped.
He stopped.
At about the 3. But that was, and now the officials are.
Timeout Meeker.
Timeout Meeker. 21.7 seconds left. 42-20. Meeker has the ball on the Kellyville about 3-yard line, 4-yard line.
Come on, guys.
Yep.
This is bend, don't break.
Yeah, and you don't even want to bend now.
No, don't.
Not with the ball on the 3-yard line.
Don't let them in.
Reminds me of that scene from Remember the Titans.
I was thinking the longest yard.
I was thinking Remember the Titans. Don't let them gain another yard.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking longest yard towards the end when the convicts are at the 1 foot and Bosworth says, "Don't let them through."
Yeah.
This defense has to shape up.
Well, they're doing, I mean, the score could easily be flip-flop. Meeker's a talented team.
This might be another screen, another wide receiver screen. It looks like they've changed quarterbacks. No, they're going to run it.
We're going to draw.
And he's going to
No,
stop.
Fake the draw.
They got a helmet down, and That play kept going longer than it.
Short of the first down as the helmet comes off.
Someone said I think that's Hicks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Hang on, refs are.
He's down. He's slow getting up. He's making his way over to the sidelines with a little bit.
He had
of
his
help.
helmet off while trying to make the tackle.
Oh, he didn't have a helmet on.
No, he got it knocked off and then
And then
tried to make the tackle.
I'm telling you, you sit and you talk to these guys and you look them in the eye, and it's kind of scary. There's something behind their eyes. So that cat got his helmet knocked off and then made the tackle without his equipment.
But that play went on a little bit longer than I thought it should, because he was stopped, and I think the Ponies let up because they thought it was stopped, and then.
Yeah, there's 13.2 seconds left. They're bringing out the chains.
He may have. That was stopped. That should have been.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's short.
I think he was short.
Yeah.
Meeker's about to run this ball right up the middle with 13 seconds left.
But Kellyville does have a 22-point lead.
They gotta get this stop right here, because if they get this stop, I don't think there's any shot they're getting another playoff.
No.
Looks like Hicks is still out.
And if somebody on the defense ends up with the ball, I hope it's not a lineman. I hope it's somebody fast and they can run it back. Right up the gut. Oh.
He's in.
No, I think he's. Did he get in? I thought he was stopped short.
No, they signaled touchdown.
Boy, that Meeker crowd's been kind of quiet tonight.
They have.
Just now. I noticed that the last 3 games, Kellyville has taken the opposing team's crowd completely out of the game. Mound scored 3 touchdowns, and I don't think the crowd even was cheered. You could hold a conversation at normal voice. I was on the top row of the Mound stands, and it was death. It was like a funeral. 5 seconds left, 5.1 seconds left.
Meeker gonna go for 2.
Quarterback back to pass.
Jump ball.
Knocked down.
And it's incomplete. 3-point conversion's no good.
5.1 seconds, 42-26, Kellyville Ponies.
This is going to be a short kick. It's going to be a short kick, and probably the clock's going to run out.
Yeah. Yeah, these Kellyville Ponies are definitely seeking revenge on every team on the schedule.
They are.
Even the teams they haven't ever played, like Oklahoma City Millwood coming up, which Millwood has been in COVID quarantine for the last week. They won't come out of quarantine until middle of next week. So I don't know if they're going to want to play or not, especially if Kellyville can take care of Meeker.
They're gonna play.
Well, the way Coach Brown explained it is the OSSAA said the coaches will get together and try to reschedule.
It's going to be a short kick.
Needs
to be picked up.
Warren
picked up by Trevor Jones.
This may not work out well for Meeker.
He reverses field.
Turns it back.
Oh, that's going to be a flag. That's a flag.
That's going to be a flag. It's coming back.
Oh, and whoever laid that block is hurt.
Yeah, whoever that was that threw that block out there is down.
Looks like that's Cam Robertson.
Is it Cam?
I think so.
Oh.
That's why you don't blindside block.
Yeah, because somebody's going to get hurt, and it might be you. But, again, that's just a hustle thing.
I think
in the moment.
I think that ran the clock out. It did.
Yeah. It's halftime, folks. Kellyville Ponies lead the Big Bad Meeker Bulldogs 42-26.
And Kellyville receives the second half kickoff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, It's still a slugfest. This is not over by any means. Because it seems like Kellyville just cannot shut down that run up the middle.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah.
Seems like Wolford's just running at will.
Yeah. You know, but look at the Kellyville backs. Trevor Jones has pretty much, as usual, had a good night.
Yes.
Well, folks, we're going to take a little break. It's halftime. We've got 15 minutes. The clock is ticking. We'll be back, folks.
Well, we are back,
All
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
Yes, we are. From the site where legends are made.
Clearly, as we are currently beating Meeker 42-26 at the half, and so far it has been a great game.
Yeah, Jacob. That's what I was expecting tonight. Was a good game.
You know, as
it's
we
been
were,
pretty even. A couple quick scores by Kellyville got them up, got them a good lead, but it's been a pretty even game for the most part. Yeah, Jacob's filling in until Matthew gets up here. I don't know where he ran off to.
if we can even out the score at 66, we're averaging 66 a game. Thornbrew picks up the ball.
He's turning
He's
the
running
corner.
out the outside,
He's turning the corner.
and he is fast.
Oh, he got it all the way to the 30.
Looks like they're going to put him at the 39.
Yeah, he stepped out. Well, 30. Well,
And he's back.
there we go. There he is, the man of the hour. MCV all day.
Oh,
Them stairs are killers.
them stairs
aren't they?
kill me. I heard some cheering,
Yeah.
but
Well, Thornbrew stepped out at the 40. Had a good return going. Stepped out at the 40.
man. Oh,
Trevor Jones. Picked up about a yard still.
I'm going to take the head off real quick while I catch my.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was coming back up here and walked down the back of the locker room as the team was coming out. Strictly business. They weren't laughing. They weren't. There was. Every one of them kids was focused that walked by me. I mean, it was almost scary.
The scariest part is when, someone and they just look right through you because they're
Yeah, that's what every one of them was doing because I know most of the kids, and I was like, hey, guys, go get them, or, saying something.
Trevor Jones got some room.
Yeah, a little bit.
Outside, finally taken out of bounds by number 28.
Well, here's the thing with the Kellyville offense. You've got all these high-power running backs with Thornbrew, Hicks, and Jones.
Yes.
And you cannot write an equation on Kellyville football's offense without having Colton Ayers in that equation
No.
somewhere. Because he will pick you apart. Very smart, very level-headed.
He's going to hand it off to Hicks, who looks like he's short.
He's going to be close to the 30-yard line.
It's going to bring up about 4th and a yard.
He's short of the first down. Brings up a 4th down and 1 coming up for the Ponies.
Yeah, 4th and 1. They're going to go for it, I'd imagine.
I imagine this will be a Trevor Jones run.
Yeah, or...
Oh, we got a false start.
Oh, guys, come on.
Trevor Jones asked for it, and Tyler Stewart said no.
Company illegal motion against the Ponies. Moving back 5 yards.
It's going to bring up about a 4th and 6 now instead of a 4th and 1.
But it's still doable.
It is, but now you got to be careful, guys.
Yeah, another mental mistake like that, and
You're punting.
yeah.
You got to eliminate the mistakes.
Uh-huh. Don't beat yourself.
Trevor Jones going to keep
take
it.
it up the middle.
He's still going, and he's got the first
Yes,
down.
he picked up the first down for sure.
Looks like Hicks is coming back in. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah, that kind of had me concerned. I did see him come out of the locker room at halftime, so that gave me some hope. And then seeing him come back into the lineup is something.
Yes.
Because he was off last year. He missed a game, at least one game, on a concussion protocol.
Yes.
But when you're crazy enough to try to tackle somebody without having a helmet on,
He don't care.
yeah, none of them do. I think remember last year, Colton Ayers ran.
Ayers going to keep it.
Now he's on the quarterback.
Oh.
Up the middle. Ball comes loose, it looks like.
Ball came loose at the end. Meeker recovers. Looks like Colton Ayers coughed it up at the end, and
And it is recovered by the Bulldogs.
a rare fumble Kellyville hasn't fumbled a whole lot so far.
Yeah, I think they've only had maybe 2 fumbles all season, maybe 3. And Colton, I'll tell you what, nobody's going to say a word to that kid. I can tell right now how he's already talking to himself about it.
Looks like they're going to send out 2 receivers each side. Looks like, Wolford.
Yeah, he picked up about 16 yards.
We do have a flag.
Yep, flag at the line of scrimmage.
That usually indicates a hold, but
yeah,
you never know.
9 times out of 10. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Holding against Meeker. That's going to negate that first down.
That's a break for the Ponies because he broke that. He was almost gone if it wasn't for Trevor Jones and Taver Thornbrew.
Yeah, most definitely. But if you're going to break a run and have 2 guys after you, and want 2 guys to chase him down, that's 2 I'd want for sure. Especially Taver Thornbrew. He's on a fast horse.
Yes. I see another run. I see another Wolford run.
Yeah, well, if it's working, keep doing it. I'd be the worst offensive coordinator in the world because I'd run the same play if it worked over and over and over.
Well, I mean, that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to – no, quarterback on the keeper. Oh, and he's going to be brought down from behind by Volner because he saw Taver Thornbrew waiting for him, and he made a business decision.
Yeah, and John Vaughn was in hot pursuit.
Volner, Vaughn, and Thornbrew. That's a scary list of names on defense.
Yeah, Volner's having a monster game tonight. He's been flying around the ball.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15. This might be another Ty Gabbert run, another keeper, because that's what's been killing the Ponies is the keeper.
Yeah, he's a shifty runner.
They crashed down on that run. They're going to send out three out wide to try to lighten the box. Oh, he's going to drop back and pass. He's got pressure.
Garrett Reed was coming. Oh.
Thornbrew. Trevor Jones. That's Trevor Jones.
Receiver fell down. Trevor Jones was there at the right place at the right time.
Oh, quarterback's down.
Quarterback's still down.
No, he's up.
Okay, yeah, Garrett Reed
was
bell
right down his neck.
Yeah. Pressure there by number 40, Garrett Reed of the Ponies. Intercepted by number 5, Trevor Jones.
So Ponies will take over 1st and 10 from midfield.
I just got a text from my boss, Dal Archer. He said it looks like the game with Millwood is canceled next week.
Oh, really?
Now, he also posted an article, but I can't read it right now. They're going to tap past the Thornbrew.
He's turning the corner. Oh.
He's going to be dragged down.
He picked up about 5 yards.
About 5.
Ponies on the move. 7:55 left in the 3rd quarter. Ponies up 42-26. I don't know why I keep calling the score off right there in front of y'all. I'm having to look around, people, and all you guys got to do is look down.
Mr. Archer, if you're listening, thank you for that update.
So Millwood just took a forfeit against Kellyville.
I don't know how that works. I don't know if they're going to get a replacement game.
Well, it's up to the coaches.
He's going to hand off to Trevor Jones, who's going to slip and slide for 1st down, I think.
The way the COVID thing is working, if they put a team in quarantine, it's up to the head coaches to either reschedule the game. And if they can't come up with an agreement on rescheduling the game, this is per OSSAA.
Yes.
If they can't come to an agreed date on a reschedule, then the team in quarantine has to forfeit.
Well, he said canceled.
So I don't know. I'm sure there'll be more news. That's
Yeah.
kind of a breaking thing right now.
Yeah.
And it's probably a pretty fluid situation.
It looks like Oklahoma City Schools, while Jeremy Hicks is running this ball, sorry, I'm looking down trying to get y'all what's going. It looks like Oklahoma City Public Schools has just canceled all athletics due to COVID. So that's Millwood, that's Star Spencer, that's Crossing Christian.
About half the district.
That's about 3 or 4 teams. So I don't know how that's going to work. Oh wait, we got a flag. Ooh, this may be some extracurricular activity.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to one of the gentlemen working the chains over there at halftime, and he said that he said that there's a lot of jawing going on out there.
Looks like unsportsmanlike
against Meeker.
Against Meeker.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Red.
Excuse me, folks. It's not the Rona. I just have a cough. I've had a chronic cough for 25
You know,
years.
you do that in a restaurant, everyone snaps their head at
Hey,
you.
I'll tell you
Which
what.
I know you don't have it.
You do that in a Walmart, and it's like
Yeah.
the Red Sea part, and people get out of your way. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I do it when I walk into a Quick Trip just for the heck of it.
You can be devious sometimes.
Well, it's kind of funny, too.
Well, Kellyville's driving now thanks to that penalty. But unsportsmanlike.
7:07 left in the third quarter. Ponies have a 1st and 10 from the Meeker about 18-yard line.
There's a gap on the Meeker D line.
Yeah,
see it on
I
that.
think, do they have 11 players?
They do. I think they have a backer filling that gap.
No, they do. They've got 11 out there.
They do. They have a backer fill just on the D line.
Yeah, he's just walked up.
Air's going to go under center for this one. He's going to hand it off to Hicks.
Hicks has had some tough going tonight.
I don't know who that player was from Meeker, but they ran the heel line and kind of got in the backfield. Which, I mean, if you're a good outside backer, that's what you do. You get in the backfield,
right.
You run that heel line.
You're the circuit breaker. You know, you get back there and disrupt the thing. It's going to be a 2nd and about 7 for the Ponies. Ball's on the Meeker about 17-yard line.
I'd look for Thornburg right here, maybe. The Air's going to roll out to his left. He's going to throw it out to Jones.
Trevor Jones.
Oh, he's going to kind of threw it a little too late.
Yeah, he still picked up a yard, though. That was a well-defended play.
It was. They were ready.
You know, that very easily could have went for a loss.
Ayers kind of hesitated.
Yeah, maybe he was waiting to see what that outside linebacker was going to do. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Volner was locked up, so he had protection. But just to reiterate, it looks like all Oklahoma City public schools are canceling athletics. So that wipes out Millwood. That wipes out Star Spencer. That wipes out Crossing. No telling how this is going to go.
Is Jones is their own, though, right?
Yeah, Jones is in the Oklahoma City area, but they're small enough. They're their own district.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events. Let's see how it plays out.
Looks like Trevor Jones was going to take the direct snap at quarterback, and it's going to bring up a 4th and about 3.
The yard dog Andy Jones checks into the offensive lineup.
They got Thornburg split out on the wide side of the field. It's going to be a play action. Air's going to roll.
He's just going to take it. He's going to take it.
He's going to be short, but he is going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1st and goal from about the
1 or 2.
Looks like they're going to put it about the 1. Well, maybe the 2. Ponies are okay. They've been knocking. They're getting ready to kick it in right here. There's 4:58 left in the third quarter. They are up 42-26.
They're getting the battering ram out.
Yeah. Fire up the headlights on that hearse.
Air's going to go under center. He's going to hand it off to Hicks. I don't know if he made it.
I think he was short.
He was short. He got stood up.
Well, no, they're giving him forward progress to about the foot line. About the distance of a couple of Coneyville hot dogs.
Hey, I could use a Coneyville dog right now.
Hey, Thursday nights, man, come on down. We do the oh, yeah, folks, while I'm talking about it, Thursday nights we film the coaches show with Coach Joe Brown, and we usually have a couple of at least 2 players on hand that we talk to, kind of get their thoughts on things. Come on down to Coneyville. Thursday night starts about 6 until –
Air's going to pitch it out to Jones. He's looking to make that corner.
He's met in the backfield.
He's going to be short again. I think he made it back, though, so it's third and goal from about the 1 or 2. Look at you over there eating snacks.
Well, they're Reese's Cups, and they are delicious.
Yeah, but they can hear the crackling. Come on, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Billy's hungry.
It's 3rd and goal from about the 1.5. They're going to send 3 out in a bunch. This might be a pitch out to – no, Ayer's going to keep it.
He's just going to keep it.
And he's going to score.
Touchdown, Kellyville Ponies. Going to make it 48-26, 3:35 left in the third quarter, pending the conversion, which I'm sure will be a 2-point conversion attempt. Why stop a good thing?
No. Looks like that. Yeah, they are going for 2. They're going to keep that same formation, but we got Hicks in the backfield. This may be a pitch. No, Volner's going to fake a motion. He's going to roll out.
There's the quarterback rolls out.
Oh, he's going to throw it.
Throws the ball incomplete.
Throws it to the back of the end zone.
Two-point conversion is no good.
Score remains 48-26 Kellyville.
3:35 left in the third quarter. Yeah, I don't know what he was looking at because it looked like Thornbrew was open.
Thornbrew was open, and he had Connor.
Two-point conversion is no good. So 3:35 left to go in the third period.
He had Connor Thomas and Thornbrew kind of on top of not on top of each other, but they were in the same area. So I don't know if he was just kind of throwing it in the middle, saying, "Go get it, boys."
Yeah, because Connor Thomas would go.
That may have been what he was doing because he threw it high.
He may have lobbed him
just
an alley-oop.
Miscommunication, which is going to happen.
Yeah, excuse me, folks. I got to get my snap on. I have blood sugar issues. And we get to see that fine Kellyville kickoff team again.
I'll tell you what, by the end of this season, Jeremy Hicks's right leg's going to be bigger than his left.
He's going to look like Barry Sanders on the right leg and Jimmy Walker on the left.
I don't even know who Jimmy Walker is.
Dynamite. Good times. J.J. Walker. 3:35 left in the third quarter. Kellyville has a 48-26 lead. Will Hicks told me during the coaches show that sometimes he gets tired, and John said he wanted to kick off John Vaughn.
Looks like it's going to be a nice kind of spiral. It's kind of all over the place.
One of those wobbly bob kicks that those are hard to do because
I thought they were going to cough it up because it looked like a top.
There's a word for that. It's called puntensificate. Trying to figure out which way a football's going to bounce.
Yeah, because it's such an odd shape.
Yeah, it's shaped like a vitamin pill. You drop one of them on your kitchen floor, good luck.
Or an egg.
Yeah. Well, I was going to use the analogy of dropping something. I didn't want to use egg.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Meeker's going to send out 2 receivers to each side, and they have Wolford, the lone back. And he's going to hand it off to Wolford.
Over the right side.
And he's going to get shoved out of bounds, but he's going to pick up a first down.
He takes out of bounds over on the far side. Number 20.
But back to Mill, I don't know how that's going to work because that's about 3 or 4 teams in the district.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that tomorrow. And
once again, I'd like to thank Mr. Dal Archer for texting me and giving me that information.
Kind of pays being a teacher's pet. You're the smartest kid in the class.
Well,
just kidding.
And they're going to hand off to Wolford again. He's going to stutter and get stopped about the line.
John Vaughn got through there and grabbed a hold of him from behind and said, "Whoa, Mr. Wolford, you're not going."
No gain on the last play.
Yeah, that was held to a no gain. 2nd down and 10. Balls on the Meeker about 46-yard line.
It's going to be second 9.5.
Yeah, I think that's the down marker guy.
They're going to send out 3 to the left. And he's going to drop back and pass. Oh, we got a flag.
Flag on the field. Good thing for him because Jeremy Hicks had a bead on that quarterback.
This is either a false start or an offsides.
Illegal motion called against
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion. Now it's Meeker shooting themselves in the foot 5 yards back. And it's going to be a second and about 15. .254 left in the third quarter. Well, this right here has been a statement game to this point. Kellyville's bent. They haven't broke. You know, all the haters saying that they didn't have any competition the first 3 games. Well, they've had competition tonight. I can guarantee you that. Kind of a low
Drop
snap.
back. Garrett Reed. Oh, brings him down behind the line.
Oh.
By the fingertips. I mean, just got enough of that jersey.
I didn't think he had him. I think he caught like a thread sticking out of the number
because
it was sewn on. Because
it didn't even look like he touched him, and then all of a sudden just yomp, and
Loss of 7 on the play brings up a third down.
that brings up third and forever.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do here is drop back and pass, which they face 3 M teams back to back.
It's going to be a 3rd and 22. Ball is spotted at the Meeker 32-yard line.
So they're going to send out 3 to the left again. This is going to be a pass. I guarantee.
More than likely, yeah, this long. Now that halfback was moving forward when
Back
the ball
to pass.
was snapped. Picked
Intercepted.
off. Picked off.
Intercepted by Brody Berryhill.
Brody Berryhill. He's had a pretty decent game tonight.
That's 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions by the Kellyville defense.
And one was returned for a touchdown.
One was for a touchdown.
On the quarterback by number 8, Clayton Wallace, also there, Garrett Reed.
They said Clayton Wallace and Garrett Reed in the backfield giving Gabbert fits.
Yeah.
And
that Kellyville defense has done this all season. They just harass, just nonstop harassment of opposing teams' quarterbacks.
We got about a minute 59. I can't read. Minute 59 left in the third quarter. Kellyville has the ball again.
1st and 10 from the Meeker 47-yard line, 46-yard line.
He's going to hand off to Jones. Oh, that's Hicks.
He's going to fight for about 5 yards, it looks like.
Now Jones comes in.
Number 23, Zach Cook getting on the stop for the Bulldogs. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, that's the thing with this offense, with these running backs that Kellyville has. They can keep them rotated in and out
keep
them fresh. You know?
Because Hicks and Jones both play defense. In addition to, all 3 of them play offense and defense.
Yeah.
They're going to set up, send 2 out to the right, the same usual suspects. He's going to hand off to Jones, who's got some room. Can he make the corner? Oh, he's... He had some room and tried to juke one dude and got caught from behind.
Yeah, and all Jones needs is about a foot of daylight.
He does. Now they swap out. Hicks comes in. Ponies are threatening.
This Kellyville Pony team has definitely legitimized themselves tonight.
You might want to hurry up. Play clock's down to single digits.
Oh, Colton's got it. Watch. He's letting the clock run down.
He's going to hand off to Hicks, who's met in the backfield and keeps pushing.
Hicks up the middle for the Ponies.
He still picked up about a yard, I would say.
That's the thing that sucks is they keep Trevor Jones in there who just pounds you, and then they switch out and they put Hicks in, who's a little bit faster and shiftier.
Well, and it keeps the defense on their heels, you know.
Gain of 6 on the last play brings up a 2nd down and 4 for the Ponies, and that's where we begin the 4th quarter of play.
It's going to be Kellyville ball, 2nd and 4. With the start of the 4th quarter, it's your Kellyville Ponies 48, Meeker Bulldogs 26. Okay, folks, we had a little quarter change powwow. There's 12 minutes left in this ball game, and the Ponies are in the driver's seat.
They are, as they always have been.
Yeah, they haven't been. They haven't been down in the second half. Well, they were down in the third quarter against Kiefer. But like I was saying, like I've said all along this year, that Kiefer game showed me that this team will not give up. If there's time left on the clock, you don't want to sleep on these Kellyville Ponies.
No.
If there's 10 seconds left and they're down, you don't want to sleep on them.
Ayers back in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, look to pass. He's got Connor Thomas who catches it over a defender, and that's a flag. I think that's going to be pass interference. I don't know how he caught that because he was getting shimmied and was pushed around, and he still caught it. That's going to move him closer to the goal line, I think.
Well, the ball's down on about the 1 anyway, 1 or 2. Yeah, that was a pass interference. It declined. I don't know how you'd move the ball closer than where it was, where he caught it. So Kellyville just declined that penalty. It's going to be a first and goal from from about the 5. 11:52 left in the fourth quarter. 48-26 Kellyville.
Ayers going to take it, hand it off to Hicks. Who? They're going to call him short.
Close. Yeah.
He reached out towards the end, but I think it's a little too late.
Yeah.
Second down and goal for the Ponies from the 1, it looks like.
Second and goal from the 1.
They're about to pound this in, I think.
Yeah, probably this play, I would say, the way it's going. They've knocked twice now, so.
Thornbury Lewis. Oh. We got a whistle. Not sure what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know. They're winding the clock.
Ayers is going to go under center.
I would look for Ayers to keep this.
I think he's about to hand it off to Hicks with Volner in front of him.
Could be.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to start milking this clock.
Yeah, Ayers is just standing there letting it run. Play clock's down to 3.
He's going to give it to Hicks.
Hicks around the left side.
He's going to dance into the end zone.
Yeah, he unmolested or uncontested. Excuse me.
We're knocking on the door of our season average.
Yeah. But, hey, 54 points against the Meeker Bulldogs is definitely a statement. 54,
Wait,
26.
there is a flag.
There was a flag on the touchdown.
Unsportsmanlike against the
conduct
Ponies.
Against the Ponies.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Ponies.
I think that's going to negate the touchdown. Or the touchdown may count. I can't remember.
We'll see what they do on the scoreboard.
Yeah, there's a little bit of animosity there, I think, because Meeker has won the past 2 matchups.
Yeah, I don't think Kellyville's beaten them in how long? Several years.
Yeah, looks like they're going to take the touchdown away.
Yeah, they took the touchdown away, backed them up 15 yards.
You got to watch the jaw jacking, guys.
Yeah, that's to me. No, that's unnecessary. And that really surprises me because when you're around a lot of these players, no, they counted the touchdown. But
they're going to back them up on the 2 point.
Back them up on 2 points, which probably opens the playbook a little bit wider than.
This may be a Thornbrew or a Thomas.
Jump ball might be a good idea.
No, it's going to be a Thornbrew. Oh, they saw that coming.
Yeah, he come up short on the 2-point conversion, but Kellyville still leads 54-26. 10:48 left in the fourth quarter.
I recognize that play because Kellyville ran about 2 touchdowns off of that screen pass out to Thornbrew with Thomas blocking for him. So Meeker was probably all over it. But the thing is, is Thomas and Thornborough have been split out all night.
Yeah.
So you kind of lull them to sleep with that, and then you hit them with the screen.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fast-moving game. It's only 9:18.
Yeah, Jeremy Hicks set the kickoff. Yeah, there's 10 minutes, 48 seconds left in the ball game. Kellyville with a firm lead, 54-26.
Hicks set the kickoff for the Ponies, as he always does.
Yeah.
He's going to boot this one. It's going to go.
Corner
Oh, it stays in.
perfect.
It stayed in.
It hit and took a right and picked it up at the 5-yard
he's met.
line. He is.
Oh, he keeps his feet. He's trying to get that edge. Oh, there's nobody there for the Ponies. Oh, no, he's dragged down.
I think there was a blindside block back about the 10-yard line, though. Or the ref's hat came off through his hat. I don't know what that means.
I think he ran out of flags. These may be offsetting because that might have been a block in the back, and then Hicks kind of wrestled him out a little bit. They may take offense to that.
Yeah. Which, we've talked about that before. When you're trying to get somebody on the ground, you're just grabbing. You're going to grab face masks,
All that fun stuff.
Yeah, well, you're trying to – that's the object of the game is to tackle the guy. And he don't want to be tackled, Let's see what the man in the white hat has to say here. Personal foul.
Helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet against Meeker.
Against Meeker.
That was the blindside block. Yeah, I saw that one.
Personal foul. Against the Ponies. It's got to be that horse collar.
Yeah.
So we had 2 personal fouls against each team.
This game's getting physical.
Yeah, and it's the fourth quarter, and Meeker's probably half in shock right now. They thought they were going to roll in here and take care of some business, and guess what? Didn't go their way. So there is 10:35 left in the contest. Kellyville does lead 54-26. Meeker has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Yeah, they had a helmet-to-helmet on Meeker, and then they had a personal foul, probably a horse collar.
Yeah. Jeremy had to.
Man, they had him at the 1, though. That's probably where that blind side came in.
That's where it was, yeah, when that kid reversed his field back this way. Oh, he broke that run out. He's about the 45. Taylor Thornborough with the chase down stop.
And Trevor Jones wasn't too far behind. Meeker's probably going to up this tempo.
Yeah, they're looking to put some points on the board right now. So we've got a 1st and 10 from their own 39.
He's going to drop back to pass.
44-yard line.
He's going to complete a pass.
Quarterback complete, number 11, Stephen Grady. They picked up another 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 1st and 10 Meeker. They cross midfield. They're at the Kellyville 45-yard line. 10:08 left in the ball game. Kellyville still leads 54-26.
We might get a false start. I don't know who that number 78, I believe, was the puller. Loudermilk. That's a last name. He looked like he kind of left. Oh, legal motion.
Moving back 5 yards, bring up a 1st down and 15.
This is where the penalties come in, because if you're shooting yourself in the foot and backing yourself up, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you're trying to go the other direction. So the ball setting at midfield, Meeker will have a 1st and 15.
This may be another pass, because they got doubles. They got 2 receivers split out each side. Yep, going to drop back to pass. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete.
Incomplete, given coverage out there for the Ponies. Number 2, Connor Smith.
Connor Smith on the defense for the Ponies.
With good coverage.
Yes.
Be a 2nd down and 15.
Like I said, I feel like he gets the short end of the stick sometimes because he makes good plays, and they throw the flag anyway.
Yeah, but, for some reason teams think they can pick on him.
Yeah, and
And
he holds his own.
There's not a kid out there in a maroon uniform that ain't going to fight you for a win. And I don't mean physically fight. They're just going to every play, every down, they're coming.
No, they're going to run the ball, and he's met by Andy Jones.
Andy Jones.
About the line of scrimmage.
The junkyard dog himself.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, about 3rd and 14. Ball spotted just across midfield on the Kellyville side. 9:14 left in the contest.
They may spread this out and try to give it to Wolford again.
Yeah, that's worked pretty well for him. But that third quarter went by quick.
It did. Yeah, or he's going to drop back to pass. He's under pressure.
He's got
number 11 wide open.
Oh.
Connor Thomas brought him down.
How did Connor Thomas close that gap like that?
Because he's about 6'4", so when he takes a step,
two steps.
It's like a giraffe. But I feel like he kind of stepped up because he thought he thought Gabbert was going to run it, and then he kind of pulled up.
And he threw it over his head, but he made up the ground.
He did. He didn't let him score. And they're good. Quarterback on the keeper.
Runs around to
He's
his
going to be
left.
brought down by Clayton Wallace.
Clayton Wallace.
Oh, we got a flag. We got flags flying.
Clayton Wallace just went into Hulk mode.
I don't know what this is going to. This may be a face mask. Yep,
Well,
that's what they got.
Yeah, 5-yard variety. It's going to be a 1st and 5.
That's going to move the ball half the distance to the goal line. Be 1st and 5 coming up for.
Come on, D.
Well, they've held before.
He's going to hand it off to 28. Wolford. He's going to bull his way for maybe a yard.
Yeah, minimal.
76, Ranger Long in on the stop for the Ponies.
Ranger Long on the stop.
77, Austin Hollingsworth.
And
No, Ranger Long's not out there. He meant
Okay.
Austin Hollingsworth.
Okay, yeah, Austin Hollingsworth.
Well, 76 and 77.
Yeah, and
So-
they're both big kids.
Meeker is knocking on the door.
Uh-huh.
He's going to keep it, and he's going to be sacked.
Oh.
Jeremy Hicks,
Jeremy
Garrett Reed,
Hicks.
and Clayton Wallace in the backfield. Who else?
We had both outside linebackers and one of the defensive ends.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 10, so any yardage they just gained is lost. This may be another Wolford run because that's anytime they get behind the sticks, that's what they dial up.
Yeah. And they haven't had as much success with it this half as they did the first half.
No, but, I mean, it's still working.
Yeah, and play clock's down. They had to call a timeout. Play clock was down to about 4 seconds or about 5 seconds when they broke the huddle.
Looks like the playmate came in late.
.704 left in the 4th quarter. Your Kellyville Ponies are up 54-26. Yeah, I'll tell you, Meeker's been a tough team, though, since I was in school 30 years ago. It's just this mystique that they've had. Still 7:04 left on the clock. This Kellyville defense has bent until they get inside about the 20 or 30-yard line, and then they quit bending.
Gabbert back for the Bulldogs. He's going to look to pass. He's going to swing it out.
Pass out to Welford, out to the flats.
And he's going to be stopped.
He pushed out of bounds with number 5.
Yeah, he was pushed out by Trevor Jones at about the 5-yard line. I think he's going to be short.
He's going to be short, but I guarantee they're going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Or this may be a hard count.
Yeah,
Brings up a 4th down and 5.
yeah, because it's 4th and 5. If you get the defense to jump off sides,
That's a first down.
Automatic. Yeah, it's a first down, and it'd be a 1st and goal. Right now they're looking at a 4th and about 4. Ball is spotted at the 5-yard line, and they're stopping the clock.
Timeout, Meeker.
Timeout, Meeker.
Looks like the play clock was winding down again. They're kind of slow getting these plays
Yeah,
in.
that's twice, and that's a coaching thing on the sideline.
It is.
So you know,
I'd watch Gabbard on that quarterback keeper
yeah, they're down pretty close.
because that's what's worked for them.
But I tell you what, too, that Kellyville defense will hunt.
They will.
They have been so stingy this year. But they've got a fairly comfortable lead. I mean, you're looking at three touchdown lead. You know, that's about when I get comfortable. Try this again. Take 3. It's their 3rd attempt at 4th and 3 from the 5-yard line. 6:57 left in the ball game.
This may be a quarterback keeper, unless he goes under. No, he's going to be in shotgun. This might be a quarterback keeper.
Yeah, they got 2 receivers on each side. But Hicks
he's going to drop back.
He's
going to be sacked.
Hicks was coming. That was a perfect time for a sack. Welcome to Kellyville.
Kellyville takes over on about the 10 or 11-yard line.
Headed the long way down the field. Just under 7 minutes left in the ball game.
They're probably going to, unless they just pop off, I think this is going to be a slow.
Yeah, they'll
clock.
try to matriculate this ball down the field.
Oh, they do have Trevor Jones in at quarterback. They're going to bleed this clock.
I don't know, Matt. I don't know. They may just try to run the score up. I don't know. Fake to
Trevor Jones. Watch
fake
out.
Thornbrew.
No, he's
Jones
going to.
over
He's
the
staying
right
up.
side. He's still on his feet. He's out across
Man.
the 25-yard line.
That
That's
was-
going to be a
that was-
Kellyville first down.
That was dangerous. He was going the wrong way. He was going the wrong way, playing his foot. Nope, he was going the right way. Yeah, they're looking to bleed this clock. They're going to take the play clock down to about 4 or 5 every time.
Colton Ayers, watch him. He'll just stand there. He's watching that play clock. He knows what he's doing. That number 12 is in control.
He's driving this machine.
Yes, he's enjoying every second of it. I could tell that in his eyes.
So you're going to hand it off to Hicks, who's going to slice. Made it about the line of scrimmage. I don't know.
Yeah, but the clock keeps ticking. 6:03.
Yeah, he made it back to the line for no gain. We got 5 minutes and 53 seconds left in this ball game.
2nd and 10 for the Kellyville Ponies from their own about 26-yard line with a sounding 54-26 lead. Ayers watching the play clock.
Going to hand it off to
Thornbrew.
Thornbrew in the backfield.
He's in daylight.
He's in the clear.
Daylight. He is gone.
He's gone.
He is gone.
Good night.
Put another dime in the jukebox. Touchdown Kellyville Ponies, 60-26.
I didn't even realize Thornbrew was in the backfield. He usually doesn't.
Yeah, he usually lines up in the slot.
He didn't line up
wingback.
he didn't line up in the back anymore, but well,
Just another
it
wrinkle.
works.
Yeah, something new for him to look at.
And we are within a touchdown of our season average of 66.
Yes, and the way this is going, there's 5:20 left. Who knows? This season has just been incredible so far.
They're going to give it to Hicks. He's going to be stopped.
2-point try. He's going to be short. 2-point conversion is no good.
If you would have told me mid-season last year that this year the Kellyville offense would put 60 points on the board 4 games in a row, I would have probably fell out of my chair laughing. Not that they were bad last year; it's the same guys.
It's
the same.
That's what I'm
the
scratching.
same
My,
cast.
I'm scratching my head at because it's the same people. There's maybe 1 or 2 new faces.
Connor Thomas has definitely contributed.
And Brody Berryhill.
Hicks is going to set the tee up again.
If we don't score again, our average is going to be about 65.
If we don't score again.
If we don't score again.
Well, that 72 last week definitely padded that average. Folks, I tell you right now, if you're watching and you can hear the sound of my voice, this could be a historical season for Kellyville, Oklahoma. They went from the outhouse to the penthouse just in a year. They're on top of the world right now.
Hicks going to kick off.
He
Boom.
just boomed that one. Going to pin him deep about the 5.
Budgie's going to be taken down by Clayton Wallace.
Oh, Clayton Wallace, my hero.
Man, Clayton Wallace has been all over the field. He's got a
pick 6.
A sack. And now a major tackle for loss. Not tackle for loss, but a major tackle.
Major stop on a kickoff return from a very dangerous return man. Yeah, well, he had that stick earlier,
Uh-huh.
About knocked himself out.
Yeah.
That kid's a player, for sure.
That's why the little guys go low.
Yeah, they always do. Wish I'd have known that.
Meeker's going to take over about the 19-yard line.
5:15 left in the ballgame. Kellyville is up 60-26. The window was open for just a moment.
And Andy Jones slammed it shut.
Uh-huh.
Right at the line of scrimmage, gain of 1 on the play, brings up a second
Yeah, they held him to a 1-yard gain. It's going to be a 2nd and 9. Ball spotted at the Meeker 16-yard line. Well, no, take that back. About 18-yard line. Looks like they're starting to pull some of the starters out.
Well, this is a dangerous time because
yeah,
Meeker's mad, as they should, because
as much extracurricular activity has been going on.
And they're just going to try this run game, which is bringing up minimal yardage.
Right, and it's eating away at the clock at the same time. There's 4 minutes and 15 seconds left, folks.
Garrett Reed tripped them up. Surprise, surprise.
And it's going to be a 3rd and 6 from the 19-yard line. Yeah, it's the culture and the attitude in the locker room, the confidence that is just the seniors that I've talked to are just dripping. I mean,
Gabbert's going to keep it, and he's going to be met by a trio of ponies.
Brody Berryhill, he's having a pretty good game.
Berryhill, Thornbrew, and I think Hicks was chasing him down. going to bring up about a 4th and 2, 2.5.
Yeah, ball will be spotted at the Meeker 24-yard line.
About 3:24 left in the ball game. They're about to hand this off to Wolford right up the middle.
That's fine.
Oh, wait, that's not Wolford in the backfield.
I was going
Dang
to say
it.
it doesn't matter. We got Andy Jones waiting on him.
No, they're going to look back to pass.
Look to pass. A blitz was coming.
He's going to throw it back in the
He just
middle.
got rid of it, and they just threw a flag. I don't know if that's going to be grounding, intentional grounding, or late hit.
He looked like, if it's a late hit, come on now.
Yeah. Well, you know how they want to wrap the quarterbacks in bubble wrap these days, it seems like.
Yep. Roughing the
yeah,
passer.
roughing the passer. I mean, I get it, but like I said, if you're rushing the quarterback and you're trying to tackle him and stop the play, how can you put the brakes on? You know.
So that's going to give Meeker a first down. But no, looks like they're slowly starting to pull the backup, or pull the starters, put in the backups. And rightly so. Meeker's going to set up 1st and 10. They have receivers split out. They're going to hand it off to 25. And Clayton Wallace is all over him.
Yeah. Was trying to wrestle the ball out. He stayed on the. He run about 45 seconds off the clock on that run. He did pick up a first down. Ball is spotted. Going to be spotted at the Kellyville, about 47. Be a 1st and 10 Meeker Bulldogs. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in the game. A little bit of a low snap.
Oh!
Oh, don't do that.
Come on now.
Yeah, Garrett.
Yep, that's what they got.
Yeah, you know that right there. That
You gotta
after the
be
play
smart.
stuff is just uncalled for. Boy, and Trevor Jones was letting him know about it.
You got to be smart, guys.
Yeah.
That was a nice tackle. It was a nice tackle.
Yeah, you stole your own thunder. You know, you make a nice let your play on the field do your talking. So Mr. Garrett Reed, he's getting a talking to right now on the sidelines from the coach.
That's Coach Wazanski.
And they did put John Vaughn back out there to take his place. Let's see if he can do something. 2:12 left in the game. I think they're probably going to take a shot. No. Little underneath passes. That's going to be close to a first down. Connor Smith on the stop. Those little underneath passes don't make any sense, which it
moved the ball. They gained 9 yards on that.
But, I mean, right now Meeker's just trying to save face. It is 60-26.
Oh, we got a false start.
False start on the Meeker Bulldogs. That's going to be a long ride back to Meeker.
It is. Meeker's over by the Shawnee.
Yeah, it's going to be about it. It's going to feel like a 4-day ride back.
Changes, the school will send out and let you know. If there's any changes to that schedule, the school will let you know. But as of right now, Kellyville travels to Millwood next Friday night at 7 o'clock.
Okay, so they just announced that the game at Millwood is on for next Friday night.
Barring any changes.
Yeah. And this is this whole COVID thing's a fluid situation. It's changing every day. Breaks a runoff over the right side.
That's 25. That's Braden Dowdle.
Stopped by Berryhill.
He's got about a little over a minute left to go in this ball game.
About a minute left. Are the cheerleaders? Oh, that was just a bad play.
That was
kind of a bum rush. It's like everybody showed up and just pushed the door in.
That was a bad exchange from start to finish.
Yeah, they're a bad snap started it. Are the cheerleaders saying this is our house?
They are. They do that after every win, which has been
That's kind of
four,
mean.
which has been 4 thus far.
I'll tell you what, I went down on the sideline last week after the Mounds game, and they looked bored. When your cheerleaders look bored at the end of a game, that's a good game. Oh, he's got some heat coming.
He's going to be met by
He just kind of took a mercy.
and I think
went
that's going to
down.
be the end of the game.
Yeah, 14, 13, 10 seconds and counting. Well, how about your Kellyville Ponies?
4-0 for the second time in 4 years.
4 games in a row of putting 60 points on their opponents. Final score from Kellyville, Oklahoma, 60-26.
This was the ultimate test so far for the Ponies, and they passed with flying colors.
This was a statement game is what this was. And what was weird was they didn't dominate. They just steadily chipped away, worked the clock,
Yes.
put points, scored when they had the chance, and didn't let Meeker score as much as they usually do. And this is high school sports. I know I get into it. I want to apologize, folks. Sometimes I'm a parent and a fan. Sometimes the fan comes out of my mouth. And I want to apologize for that. Sometimes I say more things than I should. But like I said, and plus I got a dog in the fight. So my emotions, sometimes I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I believe Jacob ran the microphone and headphones down to Coach Brown for a post-game interview.
KDRising.com, the YouTube page.
So stick around for a couple more minutes, folks. I don't see Jacob. He's got the. Oh, there he goes. Okay, yeah, Jacob is making his way out there.
Can you
to
hear
Coach
me,
Brown. Yes, I can.
All right, loud and clear.
Barely. Which one do I need to? Because I need to turn you up a little bit.
Mic number 3. Mic number 3.
Mic number 3.
Yep, I'm gonna wait until they get done with this little huddle out here, and then I'm gonna grab Coach Brown so we can do our little post game show.
Yeah.
Great win
I'll
tonight.
hang out. Yes, it was a great win.
Man, they really turned off that scoreboard fast.
I know. They should have left it up at least until all the Meeker fans got out of here. You know?
Yeah, they could have had a team picture or something. 4-0.
Yes, sir. 4-0. First district contest looked pretty convincing to me. Meeker's historically a tough team, and they got handled, you know. And I've really, from the scrimmages and the 3 non-district games, Kellyville has looked strong since the first time they stepped on the field. That first scrimmage was just complete dismantle.
Yeah, when I came to the scrimmage versus Sperry, I was really shocked what I saw. Because they are just dominant. I mean, they always are competitive and they always compete.
Well, Sperry's always a fairly high-ranked team. They're usually start off the season in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for Kellyville to dominate them in a scrimmage, because scrimmages are, they're not a game, but when you have a helmet on, you're looking through a face mask, you're playing, whether it's a scrimmage or a game. The players yesterday kind of, in the pregame show, kind of reiterated that. Old Pop showed up. That they don't prepare any differently from a district contest to a non-district. You prepare, and you want to win. And you win by putting more points on the board as your opponent and, keeping them scoring less.
Yeah, as we go on to Millwood next week, in Millwood, they're ranked lower than Meeker.
Yeah, and that's going to be a hostile environment. So
Meeker's ranked number 7. So as we go into Millwood next week, we're going to see how competitive that we really are. I'm going to grab Coach Brown on the sideline here.
Yeah, did he forget us?
You can follow me with the camera, if at all possible. Here he is.
There we go. Here, I got him on camera. You take care of the interview.
How's it going?
Hey, Coach Brown, this is Billy. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Probably not as good as you are right now. That was an impressive win over a historically tough team.
Yeah. I mean, it's more relief than anything. Like when you win, it's just like, all right, move on. Losing's hard to get over. So
yeah, and
it's on to Millwood.
Yeah. So. What are you thinking of about Millwood at this moment right now? What are your thoughts on Millwood?
I don't really have any. I haven't looked at any film. Been focusing on task at hand, and that's Meeker. We'll get started on tomorrow sometime, and work. See what happens next Friday. I don't think you want to underestimate the ponies. I think that narrative's starting to change.
Yeah, I know that you guys, Tulsa World, put you in the top 10 of their rankings earlier last week, I guess. Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to keep getting better every day. That's our goal. That's what we strive for. Kids are learning. They're making, but it doesn't matter. We're going to fix it, work on getting better, and see what happens.
Hey, Coach, this is Robbie. Hey, I'm up here. Hey, there's been reports all evening long on the internet about Oklahoma City schools canceling until further notice. So
Millwood's not Oklahoma City Public Schools, though. They're their own district.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you clarified that. That's one of the reasons I wanted to mention it to you there. So they are their own separate district.
Yeah.
Okay. And the school will let the fans know if there's any changes, of course.
Yeah, and might be one of those deals that we may not know till Thursday. We're just going to go about our business till they tell us we can't.
Well, great win, Coach. Your three-headed monster showed up again tonight. Air's running the offense. The offense looked top-notch. So congratulations. We're 4-0.
Yeah, that old line plays pretty well when they need to.
Thank you, Coach. We'll see you Thursday night.
Yep. Thank you.
Millwood. Well, you heard it.
Yeah. I guess
that's why I didn't want us to say anything because
Matthew said something about it that Oklahoma City just said Oklahoma City schools, and he said maybe and I told him I said well, it's a fluid situation. I said just I cut him off. I'm like just don't because you don't know.
Hey, did you already take everything down?
No, I'm going to start, though. We good? Do I have to do anything special to kill this?
I was going to talk to our players, but...
Oh, okay. You want well...
Are we still streaming?
Well, as far as I know.
We still got live audio?
As far as I know.
All right. Well, let's talk to Kate Enlow over here while we have a chance.
Hey, Jacob's going to try to get a player interview here. Let's see if I can get it on camera here before we sign off. And you heard Coach Brown talking. He's got big Cade Enlow right there. You going to talk to him? We got you on camera there, Jacob. Tell Cade to turn around and wave to the camera up here. Tell him to wave to the camera. There he is right there.
Okay, we want to know what the game plan was for tonight and how 4-0 impacts you guys. How being 4-0 makes you guys feel. Make you feel good, make everything
feel good, but I mean, in our eyes, we look at this as 1-0. I mean, this is the beginning of our season. I mean, we're just going to go out. The game plan for tonight was just for us to go out there, and we knew we had to outwork them, and we did. We grinded them, and here we are.
All right. Going into Millwood next week, number 8. And they're still in quarantine. So going into next week, how you feel about next week's game?
We're just gonna have to put our head down and grind again. I mean, we don't want to take our heads down because I mean, it's another game. I mean, we gotta win. I mean, it's all it comes down to is the team and who's gonna hit the longest 48 minutes.
Absolutely. Hey, Jacob. Hey, we're kind of cutting out here, man. So let's cut this off. Congratulations, Cade. Appreciate you, buddy.
Good job, bud.
Good job. See you guys next week. We're going to sign off here. I I didn't mean to take over here, but I definitely wanted to ask Coach about that Millwood issue that we'd been reported earlier. So the school will let us know if there's any changes. If not, folks, KV Rising will be live next Friday night from Millwood. If you cannot make the trip, we will be there. As like always, we've got you covered. Big win for the Ponies tonight. They're 1-0 in the districts. But for Billy and Matt and Jacob and myself, thank you for watching KV Rising, and we will see you next week.